Oh yeah, because it's still 6 o'clock your time. Man, that's so like, even though it's like a 3-hour difference, that's like, you know, a little trippy. Yeah. Is this still warm? Is it? Sorry. Is this still warm over there? Is it always warm?
Let's see what today's temperature was today.
Because I'm actually starting to wear long sleeves now.
Today, humidity-wise, was high 80s.
What?
Right now, it is 79 degrees. It's still fucking hot.
Damn, 6 o'clock? Jesus.
We
Or
don't get coldness.
it's like 7. No, it's 7 o'clock, right? So
Yeah, it's 7:22.
yeah. So
We
what the
don't get our cold weather until mid-November.
Ah, okay. I see.
Speaking of mid-November, I'm gonna fucking miss my delivery of PS5 because I'm gonna be working.
Oh, damn.
So I told my family, you ain't going anywhere on the 12th. They're like, why? Very expensive packages are coming in the mail. Stay home.
Yeah, you don't want those package pirates approaching your porch and then just swipe them, you know.
Swipe or no swiping.
Swipe, no swipe. Yeah, especially the PlayStation 5s, man. That'd be rage-inducing. But anyway. All right. Well, I guess that'll be our way to sort of come into episode 119 today. Almost 120, so that's pretty cool. Welcome, everyone, for the Hypecast with yours truly, as always, Sean, aka Hawk525. Joining me is ZawarudoWrrryy, my cohort, as always. We're both on the camera for those who are watching once again. So I guess this has been working out. I've put out a poll like on the community post or whatever on YouTube, and people seem to like to see the webcam. So we'll keep that up.
I'm ugly.
No, you're not.
Yeah, come here, Nala. You be my face.
No, stop it. So anyway, thank you for the feedback, and we'll continue with the webcams a lot longer for sure. So anyway, as always, we have some gaming news to talk about. Let's see. Just checking here. It does look a little long on our docket, but we do have some pictures, so that's why it looks like it's long. But anyway, I guess we're coming close to November, right? As you kind of alluded. So, how you doing pre PlayStation 5 launch wise? Are you sort of prepared for it? Even though you said you were working on that day.
Okay, so last week I already paid off for Godfall.
Okay, nice.
The deluxe edition. I only bought Miles. Did I only just buy Miles? Did I buy the combo? Shit. Checking my.
While you're doing that, you mentioned funny you mentioned the Miles Morales combo thing. It does have the first game, right? So that could be something for me as well, since I haven't played the first Spider-Man game as of yet. I guess it all depends on what I'm doing games wise, because like, you know, there's Cyberpunk, but there could be like there could be a in between, you know, so I may use that time to sort of sneak in some Spider-Man, but I'm not sure otherwise. But so anyway, sorry, go on.
But yeah, I think the Miles I bought was with the digital. I think it's digital. Digital or not? I don't know. It's gonna come with the first game.
Right.
Which I have no problem replaying.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, because
you know, getting those trophies again. Like I have no problem.
Right, and now you get to play the first Spider-Man on the PlayStation 5, so you get to kind of like see like the differences and such. So that would be nice to kind of like experience, to see like the upgrade sort of phenomenon with the PlayStation 4 and 5. So and like you said, like you kind of pretty much pointed out the replayability or replay value of Spider-Man, so that's cool. Hats off to them for that, because there's a lot of achievements, there's a lot of things to do, to collect and all that stuff, so good on them. But for me, it's still up in the air when it comes to Spider-Man Miles Morales, and also this first game as well. So did you have anything else to mention or point out before we get...
yeah, I forgot. $40 for Devil May Cry 5.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I think it was $40, but it's gonna be digital.
Oh, okay. Where'd you order yours?
Well, no, I'm just gonna buy it like straight off of the PlayStation Store.
Is it actually $40?
Let's see.
I thought it was gonna be full price.
I thought it was 40. I read it was like 40.
I guess
Yeah, it's 40.
Oh wow. Okay, wow, that's a good deal. You get to play as Virgil, and you play on the PlayStation 5 with 4K graphics and all that stuff, I guess. And yeah, so for those who haven't played already, it's $40. Yeah, now is the best time to play DMC5, and it has Virgil in it.
Why a lot of people are like, who has the game, are mad. Why is it so cheap? Do you not want new players playing on the new hardware?
Yeah, like don't you want more people to buy your favorite game, so that the game can get going? Yeah. That's like a similar complaint with Mortal Kombat. Like, all the new shit is like coming, and it's gonna be on the PlayStation 5, and for this one price you get all the DLC and all this shit, and people get mad about that shit, and it's like, well, I mean, like, don't you want more people? Don't you want that means more people to play with, right? Like,
Yeah. It's like, do you not want to have a fan base?
Yeah, right. Also, like, if you want to be the first to play it, you know what I mean, and then meanwhile people are waiting, or not waiting, but like, I mean, like, I guess it's like a way to be patient, you know what I mean? Like, for those who do want to wait for like an Ultimate Edition or something like that, I think there are people out there that do that. But
look at like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5. How many iterations has it gone through already?
Right. Good point. Also, like, it's just that, people, they want to make sure, because it's not a brand new game, so you gotta like spruce it up a little bit in order for people to buy it. And if people don't buy it, it's like you don't have the people to play with, you know what I mean, other than the hardcore people. And I'm pretty sure like people don't want to play the hardcore people who have been playing it for a long time, and they're gonna get their ass beat or whatever. And then, you know what I mean, like it gives you more opportunities to play the I don't want to say younglings, but the fresh batch, you know what I mean, like the players who just started and stuff. And yeah, the Christmas noobs, that sort of phenomenon, like on Call of Duty, for example. But I mean, I see why people get mad about those sort of things, but at the same time, it's like whatever it takes to sort of get more people on board with your favorite game. It's like, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a more healthy way to look at it. It's more people to buy it. So, but see, people aren't playing it. That's like the price they're paying. It's the time they are sort of putting into just waiting. And then for you, or for everyone else who plays it from the start, that's your reward. It's for you to just playing it, period. So, and plus you're the one who gets to play and sort of pick up all the meta and like the top tier characters or whatever. You have the knowledge while they have to sort of wait and then just don't practice and stuff like that. They don't get to be good at the game. That's their price, sort of, for waiting on the Ultimate Edition. So if you get it first, of course you're gonna be good, and then for those people who want the Ultimate Edition, they're gonna have to catch up. That's like the sort of the price they pay, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And of course, if those people start to complain and be like, well, I'm playing against people who have been playing this game for a long time. I mean, that's probably a whole nother story. But anyway, that sort of issue with like the complete edition or ultimate edition and has all this shit in one price, people complaining, at the end of the day, it only helps out your game. So I think that should be looked at in that way. So anyway, you have anything else to point out, or? Okay.
Wallet's still dead.
What's what?
Wallet is still dead.
Wallet's still dead. Okay.
Yep.
For me, I'll just say one thing before we get into the news. I'm getting a new phone. Yay! I ordered my I ordered my iPhone 12 Pro. So it's got all the stuff in it, but it's not a big phone. So that's the only thing I'm missing out, but that's okay because I don't need a big phone. I've had this thing for like a long ass time, which is like what, 4 years, which is like billions of years in phone in technology years. So it's pretty old. The battery on this thing is like dying faster and faster. So I think it's definitely time for me to move on to the 12. Especially with this being
Get Android, right?
What?
Get an Android, right? Right?
I've had an Android before. I've had a Galaxy S. I think it was 4 the last time I had an Android phone.
Traitor.
I mean, it makes more sense to have an iPhone for me because I'm using Macs, so it's so like seamless to like back up my stuff and like add in my music and all that stuff. So I mean, it works for me. It makes sense in my situation. So I've been with the iPhone since the 6, I think it was. Unfortunately, the 6 died really fast on me. It like died in like 2 years. It just like turned black screen. That's it. It was like no more out of nowhere. This one's still living 4 years, but the battery is like pretty much non-existent. And it's the iPhone 7 Red Edition. So yeah, you can kind of see the red there. And I'm gonna miss this phone. This phone has a lot of like pictures with us, from Evo and stuff like that. It's gone through a lot. It's gone through quite a bit of memories and such. So I will miss you.
It saw things.
It's what?
It saw things.
Saw?
Yeah, it saw things.
Oh, it Saw things. Okay, I'm like, wait, what? Like, are you talking about like the Saw movies? Like, what are you talking about?
Sure. Jigsaw was on your phone.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little appropriate since Halloween is around the corner. But anyway, But yeah, so I'm getting a new phone, so I'm gonna be really excited for it. I should come, maybe this week or something as we record this. So, Friday, whatever. It'll be here soon enough. Although it's kind of weird because they're supposed to send me a trade-in box, but apparently the box never came, and yet I got an email saying the box shipped out from my house. What? Like, I didn't see the box, nor I didn't ship it out. I was like, what? So hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. And if I get the new iPhone before I get when I get the iPhone and not get the trade-in box with it, I'm just gonna have to go to the store and be like, here's my phone. Here's my phone. You can keep it. Now give me the discount.
You'll be like, here's my phone. We don't want it.
What? Excuse me? Excuse me? I'm supposed to get me that special deal on that phone if I trade in my old one? It's like, what? Fuck you.
It's like, yeah, we already have it.
Yeah, I guess so. It's an iPhone 7, dude. It's pretty old. To be fair.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But you did remind me that I need to check on my shipping order on my Cat 7 Ethernet cable.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay.
Oh, wow. So originally that cable was saying that it was going to be at my house by the end of November.
Oh.
Now it says it's going to be arriving by November 10th. It's
okay.
It's like the universe knows that.
Wait, where did you order yours from?
Amazon.
Oh, right, because Hawaii, yeah.
Yeah, you know that piece of shit island. What, kitty?
I forget. They have to cross. They have to cross the 7 seas just to get to you. Is that
what?
Oh wow, your cat wants to say something about that Cat 7. You think the cat? Do you think the cat is thinking that the Cat 7 cable is a new cat?
Yep.
Oh, your cat heard you saying Cat 7, so she's like, "What? You're gonna get 7 new cats? What about me? Where's my attention time?"
It's like, I want. Watch. You want this? 20 pieces. Leave me alone.
Jesus, that's a lot.
It's not that big.
That's a lot. I mean, all right, whatever. It's your cat. I mean, it's not my call, I guess.
She's not fat. Look how. That's all muscle.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough from us for now. Let's get into the news finally for gaming stuff. So, we're gonna get the controversial stuff out of the way first. Starting with some.
What was that, sir?
Sorry, what was that?
I saw pictures. Like, what was that, sir?
I am foreshadowing something. So yeah, for the later part of the episode. So anyway, we have some little drama once again involving with some god damn it fucking cookies and shit. Not baking cookies, but developing games such as Kenna that was revealed for the PlayStation 5 back when I think the first state of play happened regarding to the PlayStation 5. So I think also one of the indie games faced some drama. It was like really bad too. It was like something must die. It started with an A. So it's kind of loosely similar to that in this case. So one of the lead designers, who was formerly on the team for Kenna, claims that he was maliciously forced out. So haven't read too deeply into this, but for right now they're allegations, of course. So yeah, it's just within the sort of development sort of drama, not exactly detailed, I guess, but yeah, just to point that out that there is some drama for Kenna. So yeah, who knows, maybe it might get delayed or something. I don't know. There might be some disputes because the other game, I don't think that game's gonna happen because the entire studio that pretty much like were pushed to develop the game were not paid properly, if not at all. So I think that's gone. So this could put this into rough waters. So we don't know for sure 100% if this game is going to come out on time or if it's going to get delayed or who knows? So hopefully they get that solved out. So I mean, I don't know. Are you sort of initially interested at all in this game so far, or you just want to see more?
I am still interested because the way it looks, it reminds me of Miyazaki, and also how you control them. It reminds me of
Pikmin?
Yeah, Pikmin. I almost said Patapon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can say Patapon because they are little cute little creatures.
Right. Yeah. It does have that appeal.
But it had that like nature element that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is like one of those cases where the game's gonna be put on hiatus, but it still will slowly get developed, I'm willing to wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just from briefly looking at some quotes, it just looks like there was some drama within the team, and then that lead designer, I guess, wasn't properly credited, so that's why he's just starting to come out with these allegations. So or accusations, I should say. And apparently the company is seeing these as false, so we'll have to see who's telling the truth, blah blah blah, maybe later down the line. But what does it really mean for the game? It's not clear, but I'm just saying it could possibly put this on hold until the case is solved or whatever, or they might just ignore them altogether because shit can be fucked up in the game developing industry. So it could be how it goes, but we'll see. But I'll read this quote, which is kind of grim, from I believe the accuser. I think his name is just give me a minute here. Brandon Popovich. Brandon Popovich is the guy giving out these accusations. So here's one quote. It says, "I had hoped the game would never be announced or released. And then I saw the PlayStation 5 announcement. The grief and terrible feelings welled up inside. I cried, honestly." So yeah, oof. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's yeah.
It's like oof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that like for anyone who had read this or whatever, pretty much can imagine how dark it seems like, or at least kind of fucked up. If this is all true, of course. So yeah. But yeah, we'll see. We'll keep an eye out for that. Hopefully, something gets worked out. So, but anyway, this one for sure. I'm familiar with this story. This involves with a guy named Alex Hutchinson. Hutchinson is the creative director for the games that are on Stadia. He caused some confusion initially on his Twitter profile description. It's saying that it said he was the creative director for just Stadia, meaning that he's like one of the big guys for Stadia, right? Behind Stadia. But then he switched it over to here, which is SG&E, which stands for Stadia Games and Entertainment. So he just makes the stuff for the Stadia. I don't think he helped develop the Stadia console or system, itself. So I guess that's some of that confusion being resolved. But let's get to the meat of things here, which is him coming out and saying with a tweet, speaking about the sort of relationship between streamers and the games, and of course the people who make these games, right? So I'm going to just read it right here. He says that streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they used music they didn't pay for should be more worried by the fact that they're streaming games and they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as the publishers decide to enforce it. Second thread, he says, the real truth is the streamers should be paying the developers and publishers of the games they stream. They should be buying a license like any real business and paying for the content they use. Yeah. Does that sound any familiar, Zawa, to you at all? Do you feel like a company has done this before in the past? Because I can name one big ass company.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of sad that we are seeing this pattern like pop up again.
Can you take a stab at it, or you want me to just say it?
Go, sir.
Okay.
Tell the people in the back as well.
Nintendo has attempted to do this before. So this reminds me of the situation with Nintendo. So for those who kind of forgot in the past, with YouTube and Nintendo, content creators used back in the day, made a lot of Nintendo content, right, relating to the games they love, and Nintendo was like, hey, you're making a lot of ad revenue with our property in IP, so we're gonna claim that. No. So that's what this sort of situation he's sort of like bringing up again. And even Nintendo tried to do some sort of revenue share program with the Nintendo Creator Program, which essentially is what Hutchinson sort of suggested in other tweets. He talked about rev sharing amongst other like replies and stuff like that he responded to in these threads on his Twitter account. So Nintendo did that. And guess what? It didn't succeed. And you know what Nintendo did? They said, fuck it. We're just going to let everyone just do their thing. We're not going to claim any more stuff anymore. Other than, just like what? Complete re-uploads of their music. You know how people upload the music and don't really do anything else with it? It's just like, boom, this is a song. So, I'm guessing that those are the videos they claim because there's nothing done to them. So therefore, it's kind of like, a complete re-upload of their sort of property. So that there I can understand. But the problem with that situation was that Nintendo was also claiming the sort of like hard work and creativity and passion that people were putting into these Nintendo related videos, rather than, sharing that revenue with the creator or between the creator and Nintendo. So there's a big rebuttal there. Even Nintendo at some point were just like, yeah, I think it's better off that we don't do this because we're turning away a lot of big people, and these big people provide exposure to these Nintendo games and other games as well. And these games benefit so much from this exposure, especially nowadays. And so Nintendo was just like, all right, yeah, let's just let them do their thing. So they will continue to make videos with our games, and those games will get exposed to those audiences, and those audiences will be like, I want to get this game. It looks fun, and companies like Nintendo can reap the benefits, essentially. So, all the other companies, all the major companies understand this sort of phenomenon, and they absolutely take this to their advantage. It's free advertising. They just let the people stream their games after buying, of course, the initial purchase, right? So we are giving back to the companies somehow, right? So it's like, so who is this guy to say that we're not paying them back somehow, right? We're not only we bought the game, but people go out and stream it, and people get exposed to this game. It's like, and they get that sort of motivation to buy it themselves as well, possibly, right? Not everyone, but that's the idea, and of course that equals to profit, more revenue, more profit, more longevity for the game. You know what I mean? Because more people are playing it, and of course that in turn also motivates the streamer to stream this game more exposure, more longevity. There you go. So it's such a like great sort of symbiotic relationship between the streamer and the game. And this guy is trying to put up a barrier once again, like Nintendo did, and by saying, "Oh, you should buy a license just like any other business would," you know, with like music and whatever else, property, trademark, whatever. I don't know, right? So if that were to actually happen, people are just gonna be like, "Well, fuck this. I'm just gonna go play this other game," right? Because companies like the indie gaming companies absolutely need this. They absolutely want streamers to stream their games, and they absolutely value this sort of exposure, and they actually, in fact, kind of sort of, you know, yeah. So they want them to do it. You know, they want them to stream their games. They want them to buy it, and then play their game on their stream to get the exposure that, you know, other companies would just fight for, you know. So it's all beneficial for everyone. You know, the streamer gets to play the game, the company gets to sort of reap the benefits from viewers buying their game, you know. So it's like a good domino effect essentially, and you know, it's good. It's a good thing. And yeah, so so it's like, why would you know, want streamers to pay upon paying more, you know what I mean, with the licensing fee and all that stuff, to have the right to stream the game, you know? So they're just gonna say fuck this. That's essentially what it comes down to, and then all the other companies who don't do it will reap the benefits. So it's like, yeah, no one's gonna do that at the end of the day, except for, I guess, this guy. So sorry about that. So if you want to take a shot at with your opinion, what do you think?
I mean, just putting like gatekeeping, you know, the video game community, of even just trying out your game by saying that, oh, you need this license and stuff, is like, and you wonder why people pirate things. Oh, did I see the P word?
Yeah, see? Yeah, okay. I didn't bring up that point.
Why.
I actually did not bring out that point. Okay, yeah, that was good of you to point that out, too. Yeah, so, as I said, like, you're putting up these barriers and such. You're making the game that less accessible to stream it and stuff. And those things can cause people to, pirate the game, because, you know, they don't have the funds.
They don't have the funds, or like, only, again, like when you buy a license, don't you always have to renew it, like at some point?
Yes,
like,
exactly.
That's yearly or monthly. So it's like, I'm sorry, if you're gonna put a license on your stuff, it's like, one, I'm just a consumer. I'm not a business. I do not have the funds to do a yearly or monthly allowance to just do it. I mean, you could say like, yeah, Xbox Live and PSN, it kind of does the same thing. You are doing the whole license to use their online service and get their free games, but what's nice about that is that once you download the free game, I'll still have it even without the PSN.
You own the game, yeah. You don't have any other barrier.
Yep. The only barrier is, I can't play online.
Right. Right, but, you know, it's not a complete loss.
Yep.
Yeah, I absolutely,
like,
good point.
This guy is making it. It's like, do you not want people to be happy?
Yeah, and I have to really point out the irony in this whole thing too, because what is this? What is this? Because for those who don't sort of recognize this is Jacksepticeye in fan art form, right? This is supposed to be fan art for by someone. I think it was Magpie or something like that. I think they even there you go. Yeah, Magpie drew this art, right, for Jacksepticeye for the oh no, we lost the feed. Hold on, sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
You always press the wrong button. Why not playing MC3? Stop pressing the wrong button.
Let me sorry, hold on. Technical difficulties. Where's the pop-up window thing? Okay.
He's still trying to get used to it. Hold on. Hold on to your butts.
Almost there. Hold on. Don't know exactly what happened, but anyway. As I was saying, the art that he has on his banner on Twitter is for, you know, Jacksepticeye. It's supposed to be fan art for Journey to the Savage Planet, which is a game that he worked on. What do you know? A streamer. It's a fan art of a streamer featuring a game that he worked on, and yes, it's a big streamer too. So yeah, obviously he played a part of getting that game out there, exposed it to his audience, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure his audience, a number of them, have bought the game to support the indie game industry, and there you go. It's like, what? Where is this guy going with this? I don't understand. Where I don't like at that point. I don't know where he's trying to go from there, because, you know, this is a guy who, you know, came from working with the Stadia, right, which is deeming to be unsuccessful as of right now, unfortunately. And this guy is just like, you know, as the creative director of some form for Stadia, he's like tarnishing the name. And you know, in fact, Google actually went out and put out a statement, at least for someone from the Stadia side of things, put out a statement saying that his opinion does not represent their goals, so they actually are going out their way to distance themselves from him. So good job, Mr. Hutchinson. You were lit on fire on Twitter. This is not how you do things on Twitter.
Shh, they don't know that.
He doesn't know that, especially. He got ratioed so hard. For those who don't know what ratioing is basically when, you know, this someone like him puts out a post, so he gets like what, 8,000 likes, 5,000 likes, right, on the second thread. Someone like oh, let me click on this second thread. There you go. Someone like Jack comes out pointing out the, you know, the irony, right, the hypocritical things that Hutchinson has said. Jack gets 54,000 likes, almost 55,000. In his second part, it doesn't even say much, but he says that he Hutchinson went out his way to even crop out the name of the artist who created this artwork, right? And that got 40,000 likes, which is like exponentially larger than Hutchinson's tweets. So yeah, I saw some other game developers reply to this too, and they were agreeing with, you know, Jack and everyone else, right? Countering this guy's point as to why, you know, streamers are valuable for the developers and also publishers, of course. So even, I think people even from, like, you know, State of Decay and stuff like that had their piece, and it was funny because, you know, this guy would reply to like the normal person, right? But whenever a actual game developer replied to it with their counterpoint, of course valid, being valid, of course, nothing. He didn't say anything. So it's like it's really says something about Hutchinson here. So it's like, while is it entirely wrong? Not so much, but it's just not something you would say at this time right now, especially in COVID-19, right? Because people don't exactly have the funds to sort of buy the license just to stream the game, right? And of course, game companies also need the money, so they want the big streamers to be able to stream their game without any problems, and then they get the money also, and blah blah blah. So it's like, yeah, this guy obviously does not get it. Do you have any more comments about this before we moving on now?
No, but before we move on,
yes,
I can't see you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
I only see darkness.
You only see darkness. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Oh, there you go. I had to hit the button. I think, yeah, I think writing... Can you see me now? Oh, really? Okay, hold on.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Okay, cool.
We're back, kids.
We're fully back. Okay, sorry about that. So,
Sorry.
so you said no? You don't have any more to say? Okay. Okay.
Nothing more.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let me say this before we move on. So if Google, even Google, the guys at Stadia, are even sort of like saying, we're not with this guy anymore, or his opinion is not does not reflect our beliefs or whatever, because Stadia is trying to do something with YouTube gaming, so it's like, this is definitely not what we want right now. This is the last thing what we want. So
yeah, like they're trying to keep a good image, and I can like respect them for that. And you if you have like a toxic person hanging about, you're gonna have to cut that tide, before it gets too late.
And one more thing. This guy has the audacity. Sorry, I know we're going on with this. This guy has the audacity to go on tweet saying, anyway, gonna go hop online and stream some Fall Guys. Who's up for it? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you pay the fucking license to stream this game too? Like, excuse me?
I thought we were about to play.
Yeah.
You liar.
Right? So, yeah, it's just a stupid take in my opinion altogether. Yeah. Especially with the nature of this man. Him going out his way to just use this art, cropping out the name, probably to maybe perhaps to probably fit on the banner, right? But it's still ironic either way. You know what I mean? He's also playing a game that valued this exposure too. Fall Guys, along with Among Us, and along with also Genshin Impact. All those games, guess what? The streamers helped out with the exposure, especially with Fall Guys and Among Us, because Among Us was out like 2 years ago. It's not a new game, and guess what? How did it blow up? The fucking streamers. Prime example. All right, let's put this story to rest now. So I wish you luck, Hutchinson, and hopefully you learned your lesson, but probably not, because
Hey. Don't go hard on the man.
Well, I mean, he kind of had it coming, right? But anyway,
He didn't see it coming.
Anyway,
That's how we end the show.
yeah. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, we are gonna move on to some movie news involving with Monster Hunter. Starting off, so we both of us both saw the and react to the trailers. Both the apparently there was a American version or whatever, and then there was an international version. We're not gonna play it here, but we can just pretty much briefly tell you how we think or what we think of the movie so far, just based off of the trailers. So, as an avid Monster Hunter fan, what did you think so far?
The international trailer was was the better version.
Right. So what can you explain at least like one big difference that the international trailer had over the IGN one or the American one? I mean,
More shots of Tony Jaa.
Yeah, he actually did start do some martial arts stuff. I'm like, whoa, like what?
I was like, where was this?
What was this? Like, yeah, dude.
I swear, when it comes to like these type of movies, the USA version is always lackluster, and then when you see the international version, it's like, why? Why is this so much better than this one? Hello? No?
Yeah, it's more hype, right? It's not like I don't think it was spoiling much, right? So it was more exciting. I'm like, what? Why do we get this one? Like,
it's like, why are there two versions? Like,
right?
Can we have one?
Okay. We get the shitty one, and then they get the really cool one with Tony Jaa, like whooping Jovovich's ass, you know, at least in the beginning, and then I don't know, maybe she does something, I don't know, but anyway, cry. Anyway, I mean, with everything else that was shown, like, what do you think? Like, do you think differently from the teaser or anything like that, or?
The story's still gonna be shit.
Yeah, of course.
But the way the monster looks, it's like, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be like how I watched the Godzilla King of the Monsters. I don't care about the story. Just show me monsters.
Show me Godzilla.
Just don't like for this Monster Hunter movies. Like, don't like show the monsters, but they're only on screen like for less than a minute, and then they disappear.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, where are they? No, bring them back.
Yeah.
I blinked. Where did it go?
Oh yeah, I definitely hope it's not like Godzilla 2014, where they only show like the Rathalos roaring and then cut, you know, like next or whatever.
He's like, meow. It's like, oh,
meow, and then that's it. And then at the end, of course, yeah, it's where they show off most of the monster.
Yeah. But it looks like from the trailers, from both of them, it is going to explore the world of Monster Hunter.
I hope so.
While moving along with the story, so it's like, you know what? Fine.
Yeah.
I can go with the scenery. Just don't fuck it up.
Yeah, it better not take place in that desert for like what, for the first half of the movie, and then like barely like the other half would be like the actual like, you know, ancient forest and all that stuff, like all the actual luscious parts of Monster Hunter, the Monster Hunter world. You know, but I like with the dialogue, right? That someone one of the characters was just like, oh, we're in the Guardians of the Galaxy now. Like, oh my god, dude. It's already bad in the dialogue department, man. Or at least very cheesy in the not good way. I don't know. It's so that's lost there. That part. And oh, go ahead, sorry.
I mean, I hope they fix it. The whole like, here's the scope.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the scope. Yeah. It's like
What if they like try to do like a deep fake on that one eye?
I
But
know,
it just
deep fake or CGI the eye.
it'll wind up looking like those like really bad cringy memes that are on the internet with
Or it's
Brandon
gonna
Freight.
look like how and it took me a long time to figure out why people are bashing on Rogue One when young Princess Leia was on screen and people were saying her fucking face looks fucked up, and I'm like, it looks fine. It looks oh damn.
Yeah.
And then I forget which corridor crew was going over the Star Wars movies, and they pointed out like how bad the face was. It's like, oh, now I actually truly see it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So maybe they might do that. It's like they fixed the eye, but the eye is like slanted.
I know, like
really
it's like melting or something. Like somehow it's
or
melting.
just being droopy, and it's like
It's like for whatever reason, it's Sylvester Stallone's like other eye or something. So it's got that like sort of droopy look to it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where you just want to go like,
yeah. You just want to fix it yourself with your hand, but
it's like, give me the pen tool.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zoom out. Okay.
Good. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think it looks good. Kind of like we were pointing out too, especially the monsters. Of course, the international trailer showed more of the Rathalos a little bit, and I think a little more of the Black Diablos. And upon looking back on the either trailer, let's just say, yeah, so I think the horn. Remember the horn? It was like in some shots were like blown off, like the horn was broken off. So I realized that was going to be pretty much pointing out the fact that Tony Jaw's or excuse me, the hunters, bow and arrow had the explosive round on it. So I think that's pretty much when it'll be like a revelation for the characters. Be like, oh, our weapons don't work. Our military weapons don't work, but this guy's weapon does. Like, whoa, how do you do that? So yeah, I think that's it'll be like, the bow and arrow will be the one to break the horn, not the fucking bazooka or whatever, the missile launcher, or whatever the hell she had in her hand, or that blew up in the Diablos' face. Because I think by then, the horns were still there or something like that. It's kind of blurry, but yeah, because Anyway,
I just hope it's not like like Act 1 of the movie. It's not like 85% of Act 1 is mostly 85% of the whole damn movie. I hope it's
right.
Into good sections.
I hope it shows off like the actual the monster hunter, of course, the hunter, the handler, how they sort of briefly show off the admiral, right? How they do things, how they carry out the quests or whatever, like some of the culture at least, to show off that side of things, rather than the military guys struggling for like first 2/3 of the movie, and then you know what I mean. So yeah, anyway, I think that's pretty much all we got to say, right? So it looks good, but it's still, it's gonna be that movie where you just eat popcorn, turn off your brain, and sort of have fun watching it, make fun of it, So yeah. So if it's on stream, I'll try to catch it. I prefer not really go to theaters for it. That's just for me, because of COVID. But we'll see. I can wait if it's only in theaters. Unless I go early in the morning when no one's around, but
or you do voodoo magic on your interwebs.
Sure. Yeah. The thing that we're totally not talking about, during the Hutchinson bit. But anyway. Anyway. So so that's pretty much you gotta say, right? You said what you had to say. Okay.
I mean, again, like for those of you, if you don't want to watch the movie, don't watch it.
Right. Yeah. Of
If
course.
you just want a good, like as you said, a good turn off your brain popcorn flick, go watch it. To me, I'm just gonna go watch the movie because I need something stupid to make me feel good.
Yeah. I think we all kind of
This
need a
year
little.
has been like spiraling so bad. It's
Mhm.
like we need that stupid. It's like, please give me.
We need something to we need a chaser. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cleanse the palate.
Yeah, cleanse
please.
the palate. Yeah, chase it down. With some Monster Hunter movie.
We need like a ginger root to just bite
Exactly.
right
Exactly.
now.
All right.
Speaking of which, I think there was sushi in the in the kitchen.
Ooh.
I gotta steal some after.
Oh yeah. All right. Anywho, a little more on the movie. Bit of news. Sonic the Hedgehog. A little bit of nothing new, of course, but just a little tidbit, a little food for thought, I guess. So it comes from a tweet from comicbook.com. It's a verified account, I guess. So anyway, it says that 2020 will be the first year in a decade a movie in the MCU won't finish as the highest grossing superhero flick of the year. Instead, that title will go to Sonic the Hedgehog, pretty much. Yeah, so right, because we have not seen anything.
I'm sorry, because is Sonic a superhero? Is he though?
I guess okay, so I guess people tend to like sort of meld comic books and video games sort of like together like this because it's like nerd related shit. So I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, he's got superpowers. I mean, it's because he's basically Rocky Raccoon with super speed, right? I mean,
But he's not a trash panda
he's a
or
hedgehog.
a rabbit.
He's a hedgehog.
He's not a rabbit.
He's a blue hedgehog. I mean, what is a superhero to you? First off,
I mean, Sonic, I'm sorry, you don't save the day. You kind of destroy shit.
well, I mean, this is supposed to be like
And you stranded Jim Carrey, on a planet.
he's the villain. I mean, come on, bro. I mean,
No.
I mean, technically speaking, at the end of the day, yes, Sonic is a superhero because he has superpowers and all that stuff. But sometimes even in real life, some people look at normal ass people like firemen or police officers as like they're a superhero or whatever. So it's like, but if you want to look at a more sort of general sort of definition, all that stuff, technically, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog is a superhero. But yes, this is overall a video game movie. But yeah, but I think the point here is that the this year 2020 will not be going to a Marvel movie, which that was a thing back in from 2010 to 2019, that was like all Marvel, man. That was all Marvel baby. That all MCU stuff, right? That was like the golden age, pretty much. I don't know what's going to happen with this decade. I think people right now are kind of in a limbo, like not quite motivated or whatever to like be like, you know what I mean? Like, no one's really talking about multiverse or the Wanda and Vision really. I think that, I mean, in their mind maybe, yeah, sure, but they're not like, you know, actively yeah, like tweeting about it or whatever. Like, you know, back then, like, you know, with Infinity War, people were talking about it. With Endgame, people were talking about it. You know, Civil War, people were talking about it. You know, oh my God, like all the Civil War hashtags and stuff. Like, are you Team Iron Man or are you Team Captain America or whatever? Team Cap. You know, there was a lot of buzz in back in the day, but yeah, because of you know COVID and all that stuff. What happened? Yeah, I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog is gonna take it, yeah, for this year, I think, which is kind of funny, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it's Sonic the Hedgehog is a hero or not.
Sonic the Hero.
Sonic the Hero, yeah. That sounds like a very like.
I was like Sonic the Hero. It's like, are you sure? Sounds like a made-up title. So.
I know. It's like, it sounds like a third-party off-brand version of Sonic. Anyway, the point being here is that as movies go, Sonic the Hedgehog is going to be the top flick of the year in terms of like sales and how it performed and all that stuff overall as a whole. So, you know, again, it is what it is. It was the year when not a whole lot of movies came out, and you know, Sonic the Hedgehog just happened to be one of them that came out kind of lucky on this. So, because they came out in February, so it's like, you know, that's all there is to it. You know, we haven't still seen whatchamacall, the Christopher Nolan movie, fuck. That was supposed to come out in July. Wow, I completely lost it. It was like right on the tip of my tongue, and then and I lost it. Just give me a minute here. Christopher Nolan. Tenet! There you go, Tenet. We haven't seen Tenet come out just yet, so yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that could be the top movie of the year, depending on how it goes. Yeah.
I mean, we still haven't seen what other movies? Like
Monster Hunter?
If COVID didn't show up, I think Marvel would have had another try, you know, another jab at it with Black Widow.
Right, of course, yeah.
But thanks. Let's go, man. You really helped us. Assholes.
I mean, well, who knows? What if it was really bad for Black Widow to come out? You know, pretending that this whole COVID thing never happened in the first place. You know, like, would this have been the beginning of sort of this downward slope for Marvel? Because even before all this, right, people were very skeptical of how Black Widow was going to be, right? Because it's so weird, because this movie should have been out before even, you know, Infinity War or you know, Endgame, right? But they still had the audacity to make a Black Widow movie, like, unless they're gonna do like this crazy thing where Black Widow isn't really dead. Spoiler alert for you know, for you haven't seen Endgame or whatever. But you know, Black Widow, her being in the Soul Stone or whatever, or she is the Soul Stone. Like, is she somehow able to come back? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes me really question why do this now, you know, and how excited people are in the first place. You know what I mean? Because yeah, overall, people were just skeptical to mixed. Let's just say. I was skeptical. Like, I'm like, why is this even being made? I'm gonna go watch it, but why is it still being made? You know, I don't know. Do do people really care about Black Widow that much? I mean, I guess, but this should have come out like before, you know. But anyway, yeah. That's all I had to say. You know, for Sonic the Hedgehog and all that stuff. Yeah. Do you have any comments or not? No. Okay.
Nah.
Alrighty. One more.
Good for the Sonic team. At least they can show like video games can be just as entertaining as superhero you know, like Marvel movies.
Absolutely. That's a great way to end it on that.
You know how that happens? Got to get the right directors and writers.
Yes, the people who are actually passionate for Sonic the Hedgehog and who understand their audience and stuff. Because people who play video games are very passionate about their characters and such. So you gotta keep things intact. Unlike somebody who handled a certain somebody who handled the Star Wars second movie of the sequel
What
trilogy.
are you talking about? The Last Jedi was a masterpiece. It didn't have any flaws. It respected the fan base culture.
Anyway, all right, let's just leave on
He
that.
didn't say any controversial things on Twitter that, you know, blew up and almost, you know, started a riot.
Yeah. Anyway.
Street face.
Anyway. Meanwhile, in another movie that people are very passionate about is Justice League. So Zack Snyder is still, you know, doing the Snyder cut, I guess, right? So apparently the Jared Leto Joker is gonna play a part in that version of Justice League. Comments, Zawa. Oh, we lost your feed, man. We lost your feed.
My comment. That was my comment.
Oh man.
Stream ends.
Sorry, man. No, I don't want any part of this. No.
No, like, no, we're out. No, wrap it up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, anything you gotta say for
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I do have one.
Okay.
Is there going to be color? Like overall, the damn movie has such a lack of color.
Yeah. Very brownish.
Is there color? Yeah, there's like this freaking dark filter. It's like the only like DC movie that had color was Wonder Woman. This movie, and you know, like Man of Steel and stuff, they had this weird ass filter on it. Oh, and also, well, no, it's Wonder Woman and Shazam.
Yeah.
They both had like color, like, oh, I can see.
Right. Yeah. Good question. I think they will. No, I mean there will be a lot of changes in general. So I believe the color of things will see some changes in these Snyder cut. Yeah, hopefully. It even says it right here. The color of the orange-red sky seen during the theatrical release and battle will be changed, and the film itself will utilize the 166:1 aspect ratio, which is commonly known as the European widescreen. So that alone, they're gonna change that part too, and then they're gonna add, you know, dark side, right? They're gonna apparently add more the nightmare portion of the Batman future sequence, right? A new look on Steppenwolf, I guess.
I still don't know why he was the main bad guy in the movie.
No idea.
They could have chose like, I don't know, not him. Like they could have used the what was Darkseid's son?
Darkseid's son, I'd be You tell me, man.
Not Orion. It's fucking Calibok.
Calibok.
They could have used him.
Right.
Or have maybe Granny Goodness. I don't fucking know. Or one of the Furies. Yeah,
Right.
maybe one of the Furies would have been good. I don't know. I'm not them.
Steppenwolf, man. I don't know. Oh, apparently the Russian family that was part of the end battle is going to be cut from the movie for some reason. Huh. Interesting. Superman reshoots.
Are they going to digitalize his mustache off his face?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I have no idea, man.
Oh, that was a good read when that was out.
Oh man, I know. I remember that. I was like, why does it look weird? Like,
Yeah, it's like what's wrong with his lip movement? Oh,
yeah.
Ew.
The mustache.
Ew.
Yep.
All because he couldn't shave it.
Oh, apparently he's gonna have more Aquaman too. More Cyborg. Yeah, a lot of things are gonna be changing up quite a bit. Desaad, right hand man of Darkseid, apparently could possibly make him back in there. Martian Manhunter. What?
Oh.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Why?
Huh.
Why?
Well, we have to remember too. It's not actually a movie. It's a 4-part series on HBO. So.
Why?
Because they want to tell a longer story.
Why?
I mean, if it means to tell more stuff, I mean, I'm up for it. It's just that you have to go ahead and subscribe to what it's called, HBO Max or whatever, the Netflix of HBO, you know. So yeah.
But that's why you have a circle of friends. We all share.
Yes. That is true.
I provide, like in my circle of friends, I provide Netflix and Crunchyroll. They provide Funimation and HBO Max and other streaming, and it was like, okay, here we go.
Interesting.
Trade.
Wow. That's a good way to do it, I guess. All right. Well, that's the bit of news I wanted to point out for Joker, make it into the Snyder Cut, pretty much. So.
Wait, so does that mean that Jared Leto is all done filming his scenes as Morbius?
Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe it's like an in between. I don't know.
I know. It's like, it's like, he's like, yeah, we all forgot about that one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good question. But let's leave it off of that. And that'll be it for the movie portion of the news. Let's get into the Mortal Kombat 11 side of things. So previously, it was revealed that Mileena, Rain, and Rambo, the biggest surprise of them all, are in the DLC pack that's coming up, along with the MK11 Ultimate Pack or Ultimate Edition, whatever, right? Just wanted to share these two tweets involving with the voice actors for Mileena giving out very specialized messages for some people, starting with okay, so the voice actress sent this one out to Candy and Bubbles, right? Let me just play here real quick.
5 years. You underestimate my popularity,
get
Candy
copyright strike
and
for her
Bubbles.
voice.
No, I don't think so.
5 years.
Did
You
you pay her
underestimate my
the license
popularity, Candy and Bubbles.
to use her voice? Did you pay Ed Boon?
Oh yeah, I need to have a license, right? According to Hutchinson, I need to have a fucking license just to play the thing. There's one more.
Even in death, my subjects shout my name.
Nice.
This one is just a general voice clip. The other one was actually dedicated for Kenny and Bubbles because she did a reaction video when the pack was revealed, right? And her reaction was just like very genuine and wholesome and whatever. Like she was crying for Mileena's return. She was really happy and such. So it was really cool that NRS went out their way to have the voice actress send some sort of special message to her. So pretty much like incentivizing, you know, the virtuous practice of patience, right? You know, being, you know, not what do you call? Be like, hey, when's Mileena coming out? Even though like Ed Boon's like, you know, tweeting out something serious, you know what I mean? Like, you know those people, right? She definitely was not one of them. She was patiently waiting for Mileena, and Mileena returned, so she is just very happy to see her return. And yeah, so kudos to NRS for that. Meanwhile, we had. Oh, did you have any comment about that? Sorry.
With Kenny's.
I know, right? Well, I mean, if one, I think if one person deserved it, I think it was her. Like, I felt like she genuinely, you know, waited for Mileena to return. Yeah. You know, for MK11. I mean, yeah, there are other thousands of other people who waited for Mileena, right, to return. You know, in the patient matter, right? But
yeah, like, happy for you guys. I'm still waiting for fucking Reptile.
Yeah, Reptile. That's right. That's right.
It's like I have the game. Just, I want Reptile.
I have a feeling. I'm gonna make this prediction right now that they're gonna have the last pack, if not second to last pack. I don't know, or maybe more. I don't know. The next pack, let's just say, whether it's the last or not, is gonna have Ermac and Reptile for sure. That's just my prediction for the next one. Yeah, Reptile and Ermac, and then the next one is gonna be Ash as the next the next guest character.
Ash from Pokemon?
Sure, because everyone wants a piece of him, right? You know, like his heart, his throat. I mean, meanwhile, Pikachu's just gonna sit there and watch. Like,
I think we have two different versions of what you were saying about everyone a piece of him. Like, you know, he's just still just a kid, right?
Hey man, okay. you put yourself in Mortal Kombat. That's the rules. Those are the rules of Mortal Kombat, man. You're someone's gonna die.
Oh well, yeah, just like how someone died in Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Well, that's a whole different thing. We don't talk about. We don't talk about that here. Even NRS trying to sneak away from that game. I'm just kidding. I think they've embraced it, but you know, whatever.
They're pretty much nope.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of at least play this one in the background here, but I think Rain looks really cool. Even though I don't really pick Rain.
Yeah.
I need neither Reptile nor Ermac to kill you.
Without them, you are finished.
Fight!
I'm really hard not to sing
yeah.
Prince's song right now. Hard not to sing Prince's song. Before we get the DMCA.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like generic trailer music, but you know.
I know.
But anyway, he's got some really interesting moves. He's got the around the world kick, right, from the old games, but he uses like the portals to like the portals themselves to like attack people and stuff. That's, you know, that's pretty neat. Of course, it's got the bubble. Kind of goes into a Izuna drop almost. Easy uses lightning, right?
Yep.
So yeah, he's got ways to like kind of dodge stuff, and also I think like getting around to at the same time. So, oh yeah, and here's this fatality. And there's the finish. Yeah, bloop.
What's weird is that the way he did the beginning part of the fatality is like, why does it look like it's this looked like a like this was a Kung Lao
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
but
yeah.
they scrapped it.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, hey, we need something that we already had the assets or the already like beta phase of, and pretty much said, oh,
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I can see that. I can see that the rig sort of thing could have been a earlier sort of fatality concept for Kung Lao, but then they're just like, hey, why don't we use this for Rain? Yeah, that could be a possibility.
Yep.
And then yeah, there's a victory pose or screen. Does the famous pose from the classic games. Meow. Meow. Yeah, it's pretty sick. And then, there of course is the stuff for Ultimate Edition and stuff, right? Costumes, pre-orders. That's all. That's fancy jazz. Also, let me bring up the next trailer.
Very kitty.
Oh yeah, can you hear the trailer or stuff? First
Nope.
off.
Nope, and it's fine.
Oh, you can't. Oh, okay.
Nope.
So even if I put up the volume, you can't hear it.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm deaf. I cannot see.
So that's I guess that's the drawback of doing this sort of virtual camera thing, because you can't hear the.
I'm taking you off the board.
Give it your best shot, soldier.
As I said, I'm deaf
It'll be
and I
right
cannot see.
between
Yeah.
the eyes.
This one actually is really cool. I actually really like how this trailer was done for Rambo. It's just like, I don't know, this is the way it came out.
I'm taking you off the board.
Give it your best shot, soldier.
It'll be right between the eyes.
Like, it's got his voice, his dialogue from the movie. They pulled off a lot of the moves from his movies too, like like RoboCop as well, Terminator of course. So he definitely came out pretty well so far anyway. He even has a slide to the elbow to the face. His traps. Like, they actually were pretty creative about this one rather than just him shooting guns, right? So I'm glad that they actually emphasized his knife, his arrows, and his traps and such. So that's pretty cool. I think only his, like, if you like burn the meter or whatever, he'll pull out the machine guns or whatever. I think it'll come up here. Or he's got. Oh, there you go. Yeah, see. Yeah, exactly. He's got like a claymore, right? He's got the log trap like Rocky Raccoon. Yeah, the claymore's right there. Log trap, yeah. Here's his fatal blow. Oh. Explosive arrow, right? And here comes this fatality.
Doink.
Whoa.
Fatality.
Whoa.
Rambo wins.
Pull out that throat. Yep. I actually love that part. It's so like nostalgic. That face.
It'd be so funny when he threw the knife
Yeah.
Like there should be like a what's it called, like blooper on fatalities, like
Oh yeah.
in the game. Like for Rambo, he throws the knife but it misses,
Oh yeah.
and they just both stare at it.
Yeah, or just hit someone else or something like that. You just hear like just ow in the background. Wrong guy.
It's Reptile.
Oh, it's reptile. Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's why Reptile's not here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's imagine Ash Ketchum in this situation. Fucking Rambo behind him, just.
Good. Good. Good.
That'd be kind of twisted, man. It's kind of weird to see his eyes actually like having a color to them, like because Stallone's eyes are like really dark brown, right? But they give him like pretty light brown eyes, so it's kind of a little weird there for me. But otherwise, it's Rambo, you know. They got the outfits and everything. So yep, they got Rambo and Rain. Any comments?
I mean, now people's slowly getting their characters to fight each other.
Right.
We had Freddy and Jason.
Yep.
Well, Freddy and Jason didn't fight each other, so.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. It was
I guess Xenomorph and the
Predator. Yeah.
This one now it's Terminator and RoboCop.
Mm-hmm. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. You know, if you want to look at it that way.
What are we, the Expendables?
Hey man, if they can get Jean-Claude Van Damme, that'd be pretty sick. it's
character.
It could be someone from the Expendables, or no, it's just Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, no, he's not even a character.
No, it's gonna be Guile. His Guile.
Oh yeah, Guile. Yeah. That'd be such a funny like thing, because that's like the only sort of loophole they could do to bring in Street Fighter into Mortal Kombat. That would be pretty funny. But yeah, because that's a suggestion from Max, like Maximilian, saying that Jean-Claude Van Damme was pretty much like the inspiration, one of the big inspirations for the Mortal Kombat game. It's the very first one anyway, which is why they took a lot of the assets from that earlier Jean-Claude Van Damme game and it made it into Mortal Kombat as we know today. Especially with like Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is like hugely inspired from Jean-Claude. So, especially with the split and the nut punch, that was all from Mr. Van Damme. So,
what else like actor can they bring into this game already?
Bruce Campbell. I mean, it's just him left, really. Him being Ash, it would absolutely be appropriate, in my opinion. But anyone else? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
I'm thinking because like MKX was like kind of horror like theme. Because you had like a Leatherface and all that jazz, so it's like
Jason, yeah.
I'm like thinking like, okay, what else horror person did they not touch yet? And I was like, oh, Ghostface.
Oh yeah, Ghostface, Pinhead, yeah.
Yeah, but then we have a game where they are, and it's
the
a fun game.
What about the Leprechaun? Yeah, right. Chucky, right?
Well, which version of Chucky now? The old one or the Mark Hamill version?
I don't know. Why not both? Yeah, Ed Boon. Why not both?
Ed, fix this.
I mean, I would personally prefer Mark Hamill just because it's just an excuse to have more or have Mark Hamill, right? But it's weird because like initially it appeared to be like comic book stuff, right? You know, Joker and Spawn, but now we're shifting towards like the 80s action heroes all of a sudden.
Yep.
So like I guess
Like,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's like at this point, it's NRS flexing that they can actually get like big name characters and stars. They be flexing.
I kind of like that in a sense because it does make it like you know how Smash Brothers is like the video game Hall of Fame fighting game, right? Now here Mortal Kombat is like Hollywood Hall of Fame the fighting game, sort of.
Yep.
You know,
everybody's here.
Yeah, dude. If they just make that like entirely into a fighting game, like just Hollywood stuff, like, dude, that'd be pretty sick, but really difficult to do, unless you just do like what do you call it, Warner Brothers stuff, which there's plenty of stuff right there, but like ideally, you want like everyone, like all the action stuff, right? And Judge Dredd and all that stuff, right? I am the law.
Why not put in Lilu Dallas? Multipass.
Multipass, yeah, Cordelia.
You're just throwing it at you. Multipass.
Like, dude, like, she could be like, she could be part of like the fatal blow or whatever, or fatality. I don't know. She's like super strong, so rip anyone's throat out or punch someone's face. I don't know, or whatchamacall, have what's that guy in the villain? I think it was started with Z, Mrs. Zord or something. I'm shit like that. He had the weird gun that like does a lot of stuff as a fatality. I don't know.
Who knows?
But anyway, yeah. Who knows? Who knows who will be the next guest character? Are there going to be more guest characters? I don't know.
I don't know, cause with this pack it's only 3.
Right.
That's where I was like the needle scratch. Like what? Only 3?
Right. So I think they're gonna do the other 3 later on, right? As like or Aftermath could have been pack part 1, and then pack 2 is pack 2 part 2. That could have been it, but they haven't said, oh, this is our final DLC pack or whatever. So I think we'll see at least one more batch of DLC, like 6 more characters, and that could be it. Or 3. I don't know, but I don't know, man. It's something else to think about, right? So yeah. Alrighty. Well, I guess we can move on from there. We have some more fighting game news. So, talking about the stuff from the Guilty Gear Strive reveal of things. So, there was a live stream dedicated to Strive, and they showed off some characters and what they're going to do with the game, of course, and the story, but we'll get to that in a bit. So here's the trailer for Giovanna, who's a brand new character for Strive, or in the Guilty Gear series. Giovanna.
Does she have a dream?
Right.
Start playing that song. Joy.
Right. Right now she doesn't have any voice, but I think they revealed the voice actress who I think it's Mayumi Shintani, who played Nonon from Kill la Kill, for example. That's gonna be really interesting.
So I'm guessing because my boyfriend pointed it out that she kind of like fights like Mila and the other chick from what was it? Not Showgirls. The one on Sonic Fox really likes playing. The one with the old cartoony look.
Skullgirls?
Fighting. Yeah, Skullgirls.
Yeah.
The one with the hat, I think he said. The hat with the forearms. With the
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Okay, yeah, no, the
I don't know Skullgirls.
yeah, the chick, the dark skinned chick with the orange hat that has the arms, right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, my boyfriend was saying that it looks like Mila and her, put together, and there you go.
So yeah,
He's happy about that part
Mhm.
at the ending of the trailer.
So yeah, she fights with the spirit dog or wolf, who apparently takes after the environment sort of like safety / regulation sort of thing in Japan, because he has like the symbol on his head of like the recycling symbol on his head, right? With the heart and stuff. For
No, that's the retweet and like. What are you talking about? You're supposed to slap that head.
yeah, well, I mean, it's supposed to be a pun of the pet bottles, or I forgot what they're called. It's like plastic something and whatever bottles,
Yeah.
right? That are popular in Japan. So that's why, yeah. And she's supposed, this whole like thing about Giovanna is that she's trying to be friendly to the environment, I guess. So that's a nice little twist on it for her character, I guess, in this case. But I think she looks cool. Like, I like that she's actually like one of the simpler looking characters of the bunch. Other than like, May and stuff like that. Like, she just, it's got the there you go, that's a good shot. Dress shirt, suspenders, big pants, so, and also she is a cop and also a bodyguard for the president, apparently. The president.
Leon, is that you? What are you doing here? You're supposed to keep the Redfield bloodline strong.
Mhm. Yeah, I do dig her design. What about you? How do you feel about Giovanna?
Where's my Bridget?
Oh, Bridget. Dude, I think Bridget is gonna be either the last character revealed or the first DLC character, because they know people want Bridget, so they're gonna they're probably gonna like possibly put her in the first DLC pack because they know they're gonna buy it. Yeah. Oh, the character you're trying to point out earlier, it was Sarabella, the girl with the orange hat, big arms hat. Yeah, Sarabella. Yep. So anyway, I think she also fights like the main dude from whatchamacall, Under Night in Birth. I think it's Akatsuki. I think. I want to make sure that that's correct. Let me look it up on here.
Akatsuki is from Naruto's.
Under Night. Oh, Unius. There you go. Yeah, it is him. It is him. Hold on. All right, I want to put it up on here now.
Oh, look at all those tabs. Don't look, kids.
Akatsuki. This guy, yeah. She fights like him. She even has like the axe kick and stuff. It's really funny. She has like the flying like Tatsumaki sort of kick going on too. Does it show it here? Probably not. But anyway. Oh. Hey, yeah, there you go. That's the kick. That's the kick.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I got kind of excited there. Yeah, she does the thing. She does the thing.
She did the thing.
She did the thing. Yeah. So that's the gist of it. But there was a teaser at the end. Not before they show off like, oh yeah, we have 2 more characters to show off before the game launches, including this guy right here, a very certain fan favorite character, which is Anji. Yeah.
Hey, boyfriend is happy.
Oh yeah, is he a Anji
that's
fan?
Yeah, that was his main.
Oh, I see. I
Or is his
see.
main. So when that trailer came out, I showed it to him. He's like, I want it. I was like, what? Buy me it. What? No. My wallet's still is still trying to live.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So yep, the next character that will be shown off is Anji, who was absent from Exert. So that's pretty cool. He is making a long-awaited turn for a lot of people. So it's actually really awesome. Because I remember Anji from the older Guilty Gear games, right? So it was even weird for me, who as someone who doesn't really play that much of Guilty Gear, but it was still weird for me to like not see Anji in a game like that. But anyway, they revealed the release date, the new one after they first initially delayed it, right? After in this trailer. Let me just play it here. It's just like an overall or general trailer, right? And then they showing off their characters, right? The story that's coming up. It's supposed to be a continuation where they left off from, I think, Revelation, right? Or Rev 2. Which I actually am not too sure what happened in the Rev stuff, so I have to kind of catch up on that. Which is funny because they're actually uploading piece by piece the story mode for both Exert and the Rev stuff, Revelator, excuse me.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. So I'll actually will see it that way once it's all uploaded and whatever on their YouTube channel. And so so the game is coming out April 9th of next year, 2021. Unless you get the Ultimate Edition or Deluxe Edition, you'll get it 3 days earlier, so you kind of have some early access to it. I'll probably get the Deluxe Edition just because I do want the DLC for it. Just to kind of, give it like the initial support for it, So the Deluxe Edition will include the Season Pass. It'll have 5 new characters in total. More colors, stages, 2 more stages, and some extra story. Right, so. And it's also coming out on PS4, PS5, and Steam. So.
And correct me if it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Crossplay, right? It is having it, or not yet.
I believe it has crossplay. I think they've addressed that really early. When it was first revealed, we can. Let me look that up on this computer. Hold on. GG Strive Cross.
Two computers.
I actually have 3. One is old.
Oh, yeah.
One is the new iMac, and the other is the PC that we're recording on.
One for research.
No, yeah,
The other
sure.
for research. And then the other one for work.
Okay, I guess it's not confirmed yet, but I think they will have. They gotta have crossplay. They should. So. Well, either way, I'm getting it on PlayStation 5 or whatever. So. I mean, I guess if it doesn't have crossplay, then I'll probably maybe get it on PC. I don't know. We'll see. If that really is the case for whatever reason, I doubt it doesn't have crossplay. Next bit of the Guilty Gear stuff. So it was revealed in the Famitsu magazine, one of the latest ones, right? That the ranking system isn't going to be traditional, much to the controversy of a lot of people who are so used to the ranking system. So how it's going to work is that you're going to be separated by floors. And I guess the more wins you get, the higher you go up on the floor. I'm not sure how to explain it. Well, I mean, simpler than that, but that's how you win pretty much. So you're not gonna have any points at all. You're just gonna be like just stuck on whatever floor, depending on how well you do or something like that. It's really vague for right now of how exactly they're gonna measure it, but I feel like it's going to not really like be a good replacement for the ranking system, in my opinion, because I think it was already like not that great to begin with for Guilty Gear, for at least for the last one anyway, from what I've remembered, right? Because I did play a little bit of Exert, right, but I kind of fell off real quick just because how online worked in the first place. But even with, you know, the rollback, and we don't even know if that's going to be any good or not. Yeah, this is just another convoluted way to just try to do something that requires, like, you know, like simple sort of rematching and stuff like that. Try to get the momentum, keep the momentum going. You know, people just want to keep playing, right, and stuff like that.
Like what's like all of this sounds like fluff. Majority of people playing these type of games is just they're just looking for that big button that says play and rematch.
Yeah.
We don't. It's like, again, all this fluff looks nice and all, but again, it's like we just want to play.
Yeah. So ArcSys is kind of known for doing these sort of like lobby systems where they want to just look like it's a hub, like all fancy looking, right? But it tends to be very confusing for just the new players, right? Because they don't know where to go and such, like to do like the really basic stuff. What
you might call, like the like when you look at all the hubs, I know it's on Twitter, but I can't find it. Where they
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
did a comparison of all the hubs. And I agree with them. Like, the most confusing hub is Dragon Ball Fighters. It's like, where do I go to fight people? Is it here? Nope. Over there? Nope. Here? Nope. Nope. No. No. It's that little guy right there. Talk to him.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. I think Max retweeted it. I think I'll just go to his Twitter.
Yeah.
I think I'll make things easier. We'll just skim through some wonderful fan art while at that. But he, of course, has talked about it too, because he is a big Guilty Gear fan and just fighting games in general and how they should work, right? Let's see. Hope he retweeted it. Guess not. I think it might be in hold on, excuse me, let me just speed through this stuff. It might have been something he uploaded, or like an image or something, or I don't know. Replies, is it? I know he like did. I think he talked about it. But anyway, it's pretty much what Zawa explained. It's just a comparison to like point out that it's just so like convoluted and stuff but all we want to do is just play and rematch. You know what I mean? Like the best example for a good fighting game lobby is, one example is like MVCI, which is another thing about a good thing about MVCI that gets buried under because of how bad it turned out to be, right, as a general product. But it had a lot of good things when it comes to like the online portion of it. Like first off, the netcode was actually really good for what it was in comparison to other Capcom fighting games. But also the fighting game lobby was also really good. It was like super simplified. It didn't look good, but hey, it functioned really well.
Yeah.
It absolutely functioned really well. There's just like 4 slots, right? And then you have 2 people fighting this slot. You can have you and anyone else fight in this slot, right? So anyone can. It's like that's like the different arcade cabinets that you guys are playing on, and then you can just like watch these people, right? Spectate. It's really simple. Right, there's not all this like weird fluff like you were saying. You don't have to like move your fucking avatar just to like get to here and such. You don't even know where you're going at times. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's like I just want to go watch these guys, or I just want to play with this guy, or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's a convoluted mess for a number of these Arc Sys games, right? So, let me just bring us back to here, right? Also, not only that, I think it's even worse than before because like now you're stuck in this 2D plane. You can't even like go around people. You gotta like go through people, and then so if you want to play this certain person, it's all kind of just like a clusterfuck, and you're trying to like put out your sword, and then the person try to put out their sword towards you or something like that. But meanwhile, there's this big crowd, so you can't even like pick and choose like who you're pointing your sword to or whatever. It's so bad this time around of how you're going to like try to fight people, right?
And then like the tower system that they're implementing,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I can tell ish that once it launches, everyone's gonna be like clamoring, and no one is gonna actually like move up a level. It's just gonna be like, I'm here. It's like it's gonna be like a big herd. Level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, 5. Like there's not gonna be any trickling. It's just gonna be one big ass herd.
Yeah, especially during the first few weeks or whatever.
And then what happens after a few months for those that reach the top, stop playing the game? Are their plays still there, or is it gonna drop? Like it
Yeah, that's I don't know, man. It's
like on paper it sounds good.
Oh yeah, I mean it does sound interesting on paper, but in practical use, it's it's like their way of trying to avoid like this blatant sort of rank so that people don't get put down. You know what I mean? Like, but for this though, people are just gonna be like, "Oh, you're stuck on this floor, man." You know what I mean? Like, oh, you motherfuckers below me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be those people like, for example, like in fighters, they have the colored squares. So you're gonna be like, oh, look at this pink square. Oh, I don't want to play this guy. Or you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be some sort of like discrimination one or the other. Like, I even though that's what they're trying to avoid in the first place, because there's no actual like rank tied to them, which is the whole point in the first place. But like, people are just gonna do the same thing, but with the floors. It's like, oh, look at these fuckos on this floor below me, Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like either way though, it's still they're still sticking with this like convoluted system, like I don't know if you can like pick your character or whatever. You don't have a character selection screen. I don't think you have to like preemptively pick your character, and then you talk to someone, point their sword or whatever, and then you fight or whatever. But it's such a bad system. But I think that's gonna be one of the first blatant sort of problems that the game will have if they actually stick with this.
Because also, isn't there like not a ranking system, so to speak?
Oh yeah,
It has a point system.
Yeah. That was what I was trying to get at too. Yeah, there's no like blatant sort of like clear rank in points that you have, like in traditional fighting games, right? Like in Smash, you have the GSP. In Street Fighter, you have the CP or whatever, right? With and also like the bronze, silver, all the way up to diamond, and then fucking whatever, right? There's none of that, but you're just gonna be tied or discriminated by the floor you're in on right now. So it's like that's it still sort of defeats the purpose in my opinion. And on top of that, you're making things a lot more much of a clusterfuck or a clutter to do something that requires just a play button, just a rematch button. You want to just keep going, you want to keep playing games and such, but you probably gotta have to go back to this stupid system, right? And then you rematch with that same person, but then you have these stupid things getting in the way. Yeah, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like they're going. You really want them to go from A to B, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we'll go from A to B. All of a sudden, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, B.
Yeah,
it's like why the extra steps?
Exactly. Yeah, they're going so much of this trouble of trying to make things look fancy and new and interesting, and you can even tell with the UI what they're trying to do with the UI. They changed it back to a more traditional UI, which is good. It can still look for some more improvements, but it really was reflecting of what they're trying to do with the fighting game, which is trying to make it like just different. But I think it just winds up being a backfire, so to speak. Yeah. It's just it winds up just making it worse, and I think hopefully, but unlikely, they'll change the system at this point. If they're trying to like haul ass and try to make it into a more traditional system, they're gonna need more time just to make sure it works and everything, especially right at launch. But I don't know. I don't agree with this floor system personally. I think it still will bring those players where they're gonna look down. They're literally gonna look down on those people below the floors. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's
the hierarchy thing.
Yeah, it's the pyramid. You know what I mean? Yeah, the hierarchy, exactly. It's still gonna happen no matter what. So
yep. No matter what kind of game, there's always going to be that hierarchy.
Exactly. There's going to be those people with that sort of mindset no matter what you try to do. So that's why I think like they should have just done with the more traditional system like MVCI did. It's not going to look pretty, but it's guaranteed going to be the smoothest fucking thing, and it's going to have people just keep playing the game like back to back. So otherwise the game looks great. The game itself looks great. The new characters look great so far. The graphics, of course, look great. But man, the online portion, dude, that's gonna make or break the longevity of the game, really. It will have stuff to do initially for the people who don't really care about online, sure, but for the people who actually are important that play the game online and such in a more competitive fashion, they're probably going to drop off from the game because, what if the rollback netcode also sucks, but not only that, the floor system sucks. So, this whole thing, like how you actually initiate the matches and stuff, it's going to suck. Yeah. I mean, there are always going to be private lobbies, sure, probably, hopefully, but the problem here is, like, with the main system, which is the lack of a rank system. Instead, it's just gonna be this weird, convoluted, weird ass floor system. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's pretty much let's wait and see.
Yeah, yeah. But what's gonna be actually good for sure is that one of the older games for Guilty Gear, XX Accent Core Plus R, is coming to Steam, but is also gonna have GGPO, which is the really good rollback netcode system that a number of the American fighting games have been using here and there. So so this is pretty cool because this is actually done by people who were initially fans of the game, right? And they're actually just going to do it anyway on their own on their own thing as a fan project. But ArcSys went ahead and hired these people, and so not only they get to actually work on their game that they love, they're getting paid for it. So that's actually really, really sick that ArcSys went out the way to do that. At least with this game, anyway. So at least there's some light there. So it could mean that maybe we will see possibly like an updated system for Strive, like there's always gonna be like Strive 2 or Strive, I don't know, Revelator Edition, whatever such, right? So that could mean, or that could be the time where they sort of rehaul the system for the online portion of things. But back to here though, more importantly, it's gonna come to Steam. I think it's coming soon. In fact, 3 days from now as we record this. So October 29th, right? And so the netcode's gonna be great and such. Sure, it's with an older game, but you have to understand that these older games are being done first because they are pixel art. They don't require too much, right, to process. So that means the rollback system takes a lot less work to do its magic with these older games. So that's why they have these older games with the good netcode and such, because of the processing power that these games require. So it's just simple as that. So that's why you don't really see like the newer games like Exer and such that have rollback netcode and whatever. So it requires more resources and stuff like that to get it working and such. So it's not that easy. If it was that easy, we would have been seeing rollback netcode already, right? Or at least soon. So, so that's cool. Do you have any comments about this? Alrighty.
Just like we just play the waiting game.
Yeah. Yep. That is the gist of it for GG Strive. So up next, we now are going into some Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. We have this wonderful trailer with Cagliostro with her gameplay revealed.
It's a guy.
Oh, you wish.
with tax returns.
This is a very interesting trailer. Obviously, they're having fun with this. But yeah, Cagliostro is out already, right? I heard that she kind of plays sort of like Conra from Killer Instinct, so that's cool. She does have some traps going on, right? She can set up some traps with some like the magic circles or whatever. She can teleport, right? She's got some interesting moves. Yeah, she has the spears, right? Those like work like the sand traps or whatever. The sand ball, right? That Conrad has also translated here, pretty much.
Why is she so moe? Stop it.
She tries to be moe, but yeah, at heart she's just a sadistic. Yeah, not tsundere, but she's very like
sadistic.
Yeah, she's the S, right? As the Japanese would call it. And
she's sus?
No, she's oh well. There was a teaser also for the next character, which is UL, Fox Girl. I think she's gonna be revealed or more fully revealed on the 12th, right? Or not the 12th. Sorry. December. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, December. But anyway, I was trying to say that she's a statistic. She is the S, and in Japan, that's how they address sadistic people. And then there's the M's, which is our masochistic people. So yeah, she does the stomping. Let's just say.
Stomp me hard, daddy.
Yeah. What? Yeah. She tries to be cute, right? But yeah, she can't help but being herself. So, and yeah, so UL is coming as the next character, and we still have 3 more characters. I want Silva, please. I want Silva, please. I have a feeling though, yeah, they're gonna have one more female character, right? And then the other two will be male characters, hopefully. But yeah. Anywho, so that was it for that. Meanwhile, a little bit of Street Fighter V news. There's a fighting costume, which you can earn from like the missions and stuff like that. Involving with Akadin's costume being Hokuto from Fighting EX Lair. So kind of neat. Looks cool. I do like the more sort of traditional martial artist Japanese outfit, right, from Hokuto, because we do have another Fighting EX Lair costume, Kairi, which is Ryu's costume, right? I don't know, maybe it could mean in the future, maybe they'll include some Fighting EX Lair characters in their future future Street Fighter games. I don't know, since they already have, Akira from Rival Schools coming into Street Fighter, so that's something, right? So thought I'd point that out. Street Fighter 5 costumes still happening. All right, a little bigger news on things when it comes to fighting games. It's Steve's Meat. So Steve's Meat got patched out, unfortunately, for those who like the meat, the victory meat.
Why?
Because people did not think that it would look like the pee-pee. So yeah, this is a comparison. It looks pretty simple, right? He actually finishes the steak. It's supposed to be a steak, and for some reason they thought it was fine for him to just hold it down there, but yeah. Yeah. Any comments on this image right here?
Why? Why did they take it away? Why did they listen? Just leave it. Shit. Fucking trying to make everything PG.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just a steak, right? I mean, you just...
It is a steak. I mean, if it was anything else, like, damn, it's a detachable penis.
There you go. Well, there you go. Anyway, so there was a patch note right after another when Steve first came in. There were some characters buffed and blah blah blah, including Bowser Jr., I think, and then who was another character buffed? Oh, Ness. Ness was another character that got buffed. But here, not only Steve's victory screen got fixed, they actually went ahead and fixed some of the glitches that happened with Steve, right? Some of the blocks you can go right through for some reason, right? Whenever you do the specific thing, a glitch happens, that sort of thing. So they patched those things out.
Good.
And so that also actually changed indirectly like the matchups for some characters, right? So for example, because of what they're doing with Steve's blocks, they had to sort of rework the stages, right, for all of them, and that in turn fucked up some of the platforms for some characters. So previously on, I believe, which stage was it? It was like Yoshi's whatever stage, right? Samus can just up B to the highest platform, no problem. But now with this patch out, she can't just simply up B. She has to like jump and then up B or whatever, right? Which was supposed to be really good for her in her matchups because she can, combo or whatever or confirm into this and that, and she just attack while going up to that platform, not having to do any adding more actions just to get up there, right? So that actually in turn changes Samus's matchups for the worse in this case. So that's what I know from the top of my head. But the obvious change here was the meat for the victory screen. So RIP Steve's meat. No more the Schmeat, the victory Schmeat. Unfortunately, I still have footage of the Schmeat.
You're gonna get slapped by like Nintendo saying, "Take that off."
The Nintendo police.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What is it? It's like, it's not porn, sir. It is to us.
To us, it is. Yeah. All right. I guess if you don't have any more comments, we can definitely move on. Where are we at right now? All right, we're moving on.
What do you mean? Where are we at now? It's like, what do you mean?
No, we're just a little over 2 hours. But anyway, meanwhile, in Fall Guys, as we mentioned earlier, it was a game that got a lot of exposure and stuff like that, thanks to streamers. Anyway, Fall Guys not only had some updates, of course, previously. Now it has its first collaboration on October 14. They have a costume featuring Sonic the Hedgehog that you can purchase via in-game currency for 10 crowns.
Why?
I don't know, because gotta go fast. So here's some of the shots of the costume, right? And yeah, this is what your guy looks like with Sonic's costume on. It should have came in like different colors, man. Everyone's gonna dress up like Sonic. I don't know. Or maybe it could be different depending on what color you choose, I guess. Like if your main guy is like pink, they'll change the color to pink or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I forget how colors work in here. But it's definitely gonna be confusing if everyone's just blue, because everyone wants to be Sonic, right? Right? Isn't that the case? I can see you shake your head. But what other people won't shake their head to, speaking of other collaborations, is PSO2 cross Nier Automata or Automata for some people. Or excuse me, Automata for some people, Automata for most, right? You can purchase this with your real money for these costumes for $35, or I think you can also earn them, something like that, right? Or you have to like roll for them or whatever, right? So yep, it's featuring 2B and 9S for, I believe, the human characters or whatever, right? So let's just go through this real quick here. It's just 2 minutes, right? So this is showing off the costumes. Nothing out of the ordinary. They got some stickers, the mods or whatever. They're the pods from the game. They even have some of the weapon skins from the game, so that's pretty cool. Apparently they got some different like helmets, masks, or whatever, including Yoko Taro's, of course, the trademark iconic mask that he wears. Some emotes, of course. Her famous self-destruction emote, or whatever, or not emote, but thing that she does and all that. Oh wow, they even have A2. Oh wow, they have a couple more costumes. A2 replica costume. Oh wow, they have a female costume for 9S. That's interesting. I didn't even realize. They have the hairstyles, of course. Right, so and other little trinkets and stuff like that for the game. So that's cool. For Phantasy Star Online 2. I'm still waiting on Genesis, so I haven't really been playing Phantasy Star as of late. So
I wonder why.
Yeah, I've just been playing Genshin Impact. I've been playing it like really slowly, like because right now they aren't really like updating the game too much other than some events. But we'll get to that in a bit, actually, later on at the end of the episode. So anyway, I did want to talk about this for a little bit, which is Ghost of Tsushima update. Did you wait? Do you have Ghost of Tsushima or no? Okay. So for those who don't know already, they updated the game with like multiplayer stuff in there, co-op. I've been playing with my friend Danny, actually for over the past few days, and actually really fun. It's just like co-op, 2 players, story stuff. You can take on the army, of course, with your buddy, right? You can kind of like play it sort of like the Far Cry stuff, like you can like coordinate and attack these 2 people together, or just 1 person together, right? That sort of thing. So that's really cool. There's like other like sort of puzzles within the levels too for each level, and you can also like power up your character. There's like 4 classes too, right? So you can like power up each class as you progress in the game, of course, and rank up. You can customize your guy, so that's another way to see the sort of longevity of the game, or that portion of the game. And what else? Yeah, you can like there's some RNG involved with the weapons, right? There's like different grade weapons, so through RNG you can sometimes get the purple weapons, which is the higher stuff, right? And then whatchamacall, there's a survival mode, so there's like a zombie mode sort of thing going on too. You can like match make with 4 or 3 other players, right? So that's the survival mode of things. But overall, I mean, it's great because it's all free. Once you get the game, that update's there for you to pick up, right? But not only that, there's a new game plus. There's just more stuff to have, like new charms, new just a lot of stuff in general. New game plus, so you can play the game over again with your current level or whatever, right? I believe that's how it works. But yeah, man, it's just free update. A lot of things, man. Really good stuff. Feels like it's another new game, so much kudos to Sucker Punch. So yeah. And I like this tweet from James Chen, because he talks about Pet the Dog, the Twitter account. He pretty much says it's super amusing to me that solely because of the Can You Pet the Dog account, no game will ever put a dog that you cannot pet ever again. So yeah, like I put that in there because in one of the classes, right, you can summon a spirit dog, and when the spirit dog is out and no one is attacking or whatever, you can pet the dog. So that's actually pretty funny. So that's why I thought I put this in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, like whenever you look at the dog, it's like, oh, can I pet it? Can I not? It's like, oh man, come on, dude. Like, that's why this account, Can You Pet the Dog, kind of points that out to a lot of people. A lot of people actually follow this account too. Like, it's almost pretty close to 400,000, which is crazy. Anyway, free update. It's really good. Kudos to Sucker Punch Productions. It's really cool that they did that.
Yep.
And meanwhile, we have some PS5 news involving with the UI. Did you see this at all, Zawa?
Which video? Let me go.
Hi everyone.
It was this video that
11-minute. Yeah.
Thanks, Nishino-san.
It's too much.
Welcome to your new PlayStation 5 console experience.
there. I mean,
Like,
it's go ahead. No, go ahead.
We've already created
But
an account.
I
signed
just
into
hope
PlayStation
like
Network,
you can
so let's
customize
begin.
it because I don't need to see all that shit on my screen.
Yeah, there's a lot going on
Hosted by publishers for games I am following.
that I really don't need to know about.
But one of my takeaways from the 11-minute video was the
Powerful new features of the PS5.
help guide. You know,
Uh-huh.
when you're in, like that was actually tough. It was like, you know, there are
part of the plan to remove
um,
barriers to game
players that, you know,
Let's get an
just
example
needs
of
that
one way
extra
to
help,
use the
and
Sackboy
voila,
ability.
there's
With the
a
tap of the
video
PlayStation
guide.
button, I'm
Yeah. They demonstrated like, oh, where's this piece? Oh, it's right there. Like, you can do that like really seamlessly, pretty much in all in one screen. And I think that's a neat concept, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out in the long run. Like, it could get ruined by some weird shit. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure
And
what,
then-
but yeah. Go ahead.
But what really made me like, oh my god, is this real? Was how, say you were playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I'm playing Godfall.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hey Zal, wanna watch me play? Okay.
Oh yeah. The little share screen stream thing. Yeah. You can do that
Like, right there, I was like-
simultaneously. It's really cool.
And I was like, oh, do that on PS4, you're dead. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
It'll give the blue screen like I don't know what to do. I die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the new processing power and all that stuff, it definitely seems a lot more seamless, right? So, that's cool. And then the sharing your screen, or sharing like a photo or a screenshot and video and stuff like that seems to be more simplified too, you know, or just like more straightforward, right? So that's cool. Here's the help thing that Zawa was pointing out. You know, where to find this piece for the costume or whatever. In Sackboy's case or whatever. Yeah, and then the share screen thing. There's a voice chat thing going on too somewhere, right? And then yeah, you like move around the screen, right? So you can see your friend play. So it seems like they're trying to like make it a little more like Discord, right? All in one system. So that's kind of neat. And then they show how seamless you can just go to another game or something like that, I think, right? So let me just see.
Like I wish in this little showcase they also demoed like how fast
Uh-huh.
the transition is to switch from what you're playing right now to the next game.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that with the booting, with when they were showing it off like between the two Spider-Man games, like
Yeah.
oh, it is PS5.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah, I know, right?
And then lo and behold,
So yeah, more or less, it's trying to show off what the interface can do or whatever for you. It's kind of more or less the same, but at the same time, there is some more clutter to it. So I don't know how I feel about that once, I actually get on it, right? So yeah, but it's it's just the enhanced version of the PS4 UI interface or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think it's fine for the most part. But yeah, it's probably like in some areas it might be a little more clutter because they're trying to like do more stuff with whatever. Like yeah, so news, all these trophies, right? How much progress you're making on this said trophy or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like so yeah.
Like it's good to have like the tracker, but again, like the whole UI stuff, I just hope it's customizable.
Yeah.
Again, I don't need this extra fluff.
Yeah, I hope it no, I hope there are options to customize the look of it too. But yeah.
I've been saying that word a lot this podcast.
What?
I've been saying the word fluff a lot.
Oh yeah. I mean no, it's I mean that's what it is though. It's just fluff. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at Guilty Gear's menu thing, right? On the online portion of things. That's a whole lot of fluff. PS5's UI thing with their own set of fluff. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on this time around. This podcast is some fluff.
I know.
I mean, we even have this fluff too. the fucking UL fluff.
I need to say my other catchphrase. To balance it out, what else do we have? Guess who joined? Skip.
Yeah.
To balance it out.
Yeah. There's the other fluff right there. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, that's the gist of things for PS5. Meanwhile, there's unfortunately some controversy going on with PlayStation 4 with the newest update, which is 8.0. So 8.0 involved with something with the voice recording, right?
Yeah.
There was some confusion going on that because of the parties, right? The party system was kind of jank with this update. First off, you can't like switch people in and out, right? If you want to have different people, you have to start a brand new party and then bring in the people you want, and then you have the new people to switch in with, right? So
Yeah.
that makes things a lot harder for streamers, right? Whenever like a popular streamer has his own set of has his friends, right? And then you have the two, I don't know, viewers or whatever, right, to switch in with. But if you want to switch with two different viewers after that, you have to start a new party. So that's like a really sort of what the hell sort of like inconvenience. Like why, what? But on top of that, there was some confusion going on because the way like you can report people and stuff like that, it says something about along the lines like, oh, your conversation may be recorded or something like that. But what that really was not Sony recording your conversations. It was just pointing out the possibility of other people recording your conversation to possibly like use that as a way to say like, oh, this person should be banned or whatever, So a lot of people thought it was Sony that was recording the conversations, and that means like it's a breach of people's privacy or whatever, blah blah blah, right? You know how people don't like that, right? Especially from Facebook and blah blah blah. So that's why people got mad about that. So Sony had to clear that out, right? And so that was the confusion that was going on with the voice stuff. So yeah, I don't really think that's kind of funny. I never really think about that. People recording you or whatever. It's because they're recording the gameplay side of things, but like sometimes people in the party can be a little rowdy. So especially if you bring in people that you don't know or whatever from your stream or whatever, right? And there are times where you run into those situations. That's where Sony was pointing it out, like, hey, they may be recording you. Yeah. They may be recording you, so, just do whatever accordingly, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Not so much, hey, we're recording your conversation, your party conversation, But also because there's going to be integration between PS4 and PS5, and I think PS5 is where you can record like the voice conversation sort of thing going on. So that's why they also pointed that out too. So it's, but either way, it's either on the PlayStation 5 or just like on your PC with the Elgato or whatever, it can't be recorded, right? So that was the confusion that was happening, and that hopefully changed things. But the party system was something I can remember right on top of my head. Was there any other things that you remember from this patch, or not really?
Not really.
Yeah.
Because majority of this whole patch is things that I don't even use or do. So it's like, oh dear.
True,
well.
true. But in the past, we've played in people's lobbies, right, and PlayStation parties, right, with streamers and such, so we gonna have to face this inconvenience until they switch it out again or whatever. So hopefully they do that, but meanwhile, like, it's like, what the hell, like, why go 2 steps back on this thing? So what the hell is that all about? That's my question.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's all I gotta say. Alrighty. I think this last portion of things will be just random bits of news, starting with some Kingdom Hearts. Tetsuya Nomura. There it is. Nomura teases another or possible new game coming to the Switch after Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Comments? Any thoughts about that?
Where's the fucking skip button?
What's the skip button? all right. Well, that's all we need to know from you. Okay. Well, I mean, okay. Hold on. Let me actually read a little bit of what's going on. Yeah. All right. So there was a question from a magazine, right? Let's see. Oh yeah. So the question was, or the question, or the person asking the question was making some sort of like statement or whatever. It says, it's rare that Nomura's Kingdom Hearts titles have debuted in Nintendo Dream Magazine. And then Nomura said, I think we can meet again here sometime soon too. So that's like the only little tidbit that could possibly be reporting, hey, there's another game coming to the Switch. Oh shit. Oh snap. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's speculation for first off, so we don't know if that's really true or not. It's just probably a misunderstanding, or I don't know. Yeah, those things happen a lot. Anyway.
True. But why?
Yeah. Happened with Yakuza. There was people during the Tokyo Game Show. It was said that there was gonna be a new game announced with Yakuza after Yakuza 7. But yeah, it was a misunderstanding. All right, next bit of news. Scarlet Nexus, the anime game from Bandai Namco, action game, right? Is also gonna get the free gen upgrade for both physically and digitally. So same thing with the other games, right? Or similar process. So Xbox Series S/X and also PlayStation 5, of course, will have the free upgrades. So that's cool. So here's the next bit of news. So yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit, I think, right, with the new update on Crown Tundra. So you played it, right? So can you
Well, not like play, but I played some of
some of yeah. So did you have any first impressions at all? Like anything that what you think of the game so far?
what I'm doing in that game
What?
at the moment. I have no idea what I'm doing. all I did when I first downloaded is like, where's this fucking den to capture the legendary Pokemon? Ah, okay, over here.
Nice.
Let's begin.
Right, and you do have to play with people. Yes.
You can play with people, or you don't need to.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's recommended to play with like other players because the AI is still dumb.
Yeah. I don't like the AI with the regular Dynamax farming either. It's just not good overall. So it really incentivizes you to play with other people. So
Which right now, since it is the new expansion right now, there's a lot of players,
mhm.
and who knows that. But I, it looks like for the moment, because I don't know how to go to other players, or I'm probably just dumb, how to join other players hosting. So all this time I've been hosting my own like runs. Like, hey, I have this this Pokemon ready. I almost said Digimon. I have this Pokemon ready.
Mhm.
Who wants to join? And then sometimes, even online people are really dumb.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
Because as I said before the podcast started, you're in this. You go to the den.
Uh huh.
You pick your Pokemons, like your starters, to choose to go through the cave. And then when you see there, it's kind of like choose your own path.
Mhm.
First they'll show you like, oh, this is the legendary Pokemon way up here. It's weak. It shows their type, and then
Mhm.
it'll show like 1, 2, like 3 rows of different like Pokemon types, and it's kind of like you build your own team.
Uh huh.
So as I said, here's a water type Pokemon, legendary Pokemon.
Mhm.
Okay, let's choose the path we're gonna go. Okay, I see fire, grass, normal, and electric. Let's go to electric. Everyone voted. We're going to go for fire. Fire, water. Fire, water. Okay.
Well, some people want that Pokemon. I don't. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. So what's good also about this path? Sometimes Dynamax Pokemons show up in these runs,
Mhm.
and you can capture them and also capture the legendary, but at the end it makes you choose one out of all of this, and then it's kind of like whatever you caught in there is put into like a storage bank, and then when you boot up again, those Pokemon goes into a rotation. Like, oh, here's your Pokemon that you capture, and here's the other people's Pokemon they capture. You can pick,
Uh
from the pool.
huh.
So that's a nice little touch.
Huh. Okay.
Because I've been in one run that I hosted.
Mhm.
A person, I guess, caught like an Alakazam Dynamax form
Uh huh.
and just left it in their pool. So I was like, oh, that's nice. Skip that. And then next one was another, Pokemon you can find out in the field. And all of a sudden I see a Groudon. I was like, why is this in the pool?
Oh.
Hello, am I getting punked? Am I playing with a cheater? Get me
Yeah.
out of here. I don't like.
Yeah, press X to doubt. Seems pretty sus.
You're being sus.
Yeah, you're being sus. But you haven't like dealt with like the actual story bit of things, right? You just did the
Yeah.
yeah.
Because right now the story, because again, I'm not paying attention to it.
Uh-huh.
I'm supposed to be looking for things, but I'm like, oh shit, where am I supposed to go? I was here.
Uh-huh.
So,
I think this seems like to be the better half of the DLC, right? Because you can like actually now capture more Pokemon, and not only that, you can capture the new birds, right? And you can capture all the other legendaries, right? So that seems like really promising on paper for like the Pokemon fans. So yeah, I think for overall, this is better received than it was with Isle of Armor, but I haven't touched it myself just yet, so I can't really speak otherwise. But would you feel that way since you've been catching some legendaries yourself and all that?
I mean, it's fun. It's just again,
Yeah.
the team. You can't choose your teams. 'Cause you're just going like, hey, who wants to hunt? Who wants to hunt? Who wants to do this with me? Okay, please don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'm losing hope here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yep. That's it on the Tundra sort of things for now. Maybe I'll when I play it myself, I'll give my two cents about it once I get a good amount of hours for that.
This sucks.
This sucks. Yeah, I don't have any legendary Pokemon that I want. This sucks. The team I'm stuck with, they always suck. They always pick the wrong types. They're not high enough level. Blah 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 blah. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. You suck. You suck. You suck. You're cool. You suck. I'm out.
You. Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we can sign off, or not sign off, but almost sign off.
Oh, sign off. Goodbye. So, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen. Anyway, as we were sort of alluding with Genshin Impact, there are some big changes coming, or not big changes, but there are some improvements coming for Genshin Impact 1.1. Because right now, Genshin Impact is kind of hitting a wall for a lot of people because of the resin system, which is basically like the stamina system for a lot of like gacha RPGs. Basically, without resin, you really can't do anything beyond the story. So if you want to like, farm certain materials or weapons and such like that, you absolutely need resin. But you can only do so much per day with resin because they only give you 120, right? And then a lot of these bosses are like 40 or 60, right? So you can only do two big bosses or 3 little ones. Or on top of that, you also have to have resin to do the domains, which provide more materials that you need to power up these the characters, like abilities and such like that. So it's a lot of a grind, but you have nothing to grind with or to have access to grind because of the resin system.
Yeah.
So it's the stamina problem right now, and we are getting more resin, right? The cap is being lifted, but that doesn't change the other problem that the resin system doesn't, or the resin itself doesn't really recharge as fast as other sort of gacha RPGs will allow you to with their stamina system. So like, yeah, you really can't do anything once you finish the story. So that's where the wall sort of hits. If you want to spend some fragile resin, which allows you to have more resin at the end of it, right? That's fine, but once you run out of that, it's like, well, now what? because I want to actually save this fragile resin for the event, because that also uses more resin. So it's like, yeah, we don't have enough resin to play around with, so you know what I mean. So they are trying, but I feel like they're not trying hard enough. I think what they really need to do is just raise the cap on not only on the resin, right, but also change the recharge rate, also reward more fragile resin, or just reward more resin in general, right? So you have more things to do while playing the game, you know what I mean? So you're rewarded for playing the game, and then now you're allowed to play more of the game by playing the game, right? So I think that's how it should work. Or maybe just get rid of it altogether. I mean, I don't know. The resin system is just, I don't know.
Like,
go ahead.
how my boyfriend was like telling me how the game is and stuff. It sounds so damn tedious if you don't have your shit.
Yeah. It's kind of like with, you know, FGO, right? You need stamina to farm the XP, or farm what were the old ones called? Not the quartz, the blue prism things or whatever. QP or whatever. It was those points. You have to farm those points so that you can actually level up your characters too. So you need currency on top of the XP to level up your characters, which that itself is really dumb in my opinion. But anyway, at least they offer you a lot of apples, so that way you can keep refilling your stamina, right? But here you don't really have much to do because of the way resin is being treated right now. So what you can only really do is just the dailies and just whatever resin you have, which is like what, a couple boss battles, and that's it. So that's all you can do per day. So it's like, what? Now what, you know? But it is something. It's a start, just to say. But it definitely needed to do more than just raising the cap to what, 160 resin, right? Because right now it's 120, like I said, and it's stupid too, because there's a daily goal within the battle pass right now that requires you to spend 150 resin. So you're telling me that I have to spend all my daily resin, wait for like what, more than what, let's just say 2 hours, hypothetically speaking, but you have to wait that many hours just to recharge your resin, right? And then once you have 30 resin or 40 resin or whatever, because that's enough to do a boss battle, might as well, then you can meet up that daily goal of 150 resin. So I don't know why they even had it that way. It should have been 120 resin for the goal. But hey, they're giving you a higher limit. But now the next problem, like I said, is just the recharge rate. You know, it has to be faster, or they have to reward you more with the fragile resin, man. They're so like sparingly with the with those things. But so that's a change nonetheless, right? It's something. With all that said, they're also giving you the ability to change your bindings and controller inputs and stuff like that in the future. So that's good. They're giving you more ways to filter artifacts, so you can like categorize easier, right? Which is basically like equipment stuff, right? They're giving you like items that provide waypoints, right? So it's kind of like, I think it's similar to Breath of the Wild, right? Where you can teleport or fast travel to this point, right? But I think you can also create your own point if you have the item with you or whatever. I think that's how it worked in Breath of the Wild. But yeah, but whatever, it's something like that, right? That's coming to Genshin Impact, luckily, because there are some bosses where there are no waypoints nearby, so I have to go this waypoint and then travel my ass all the way to this little island just to fight this boss and farm him.
Yeah.
On top of that. So I want to put a waypoint there. You know what I mean? So that's cool. At least that's coming too. This one asked about the equipped artifacts, and they said that they're gonna have a logo or icon or something to indicate that. So that's kind of cool too. But here, there's also just a generalized like update sheet right here. It says you will have the ability to lock artifacts and weapons, which you can't do right now, but that's nice. That's definitely needed. Item encyclopedia with descriptions. That's also coming. A detector for sorry if I'm butchering this, but Aminoculus.
Sorry, you know what you're doing.
Aminoculus and Geoculus. I got that one right. Geoculus, right? But Aminoculus? Andy Milanakis?
Cancer here.
Anyway. Anyway. There is a shortcut to eat food during battle. That's nice for those people who really want to keep it fast paced. This is another problem. Excess XP used in strengthening weapons will be refunded as ore. That is something we definitely need, because sometimes you have this little sliver of XP just to max level your weapon, but you have to spend over 5,000 XP just to get to that little point. Now, but I don't want to waste it, so I have to wait a little longer. I have to like pick up more of these items just to put them into that little sliver of XP. But now I don't have to worry about that because it's refunded as ore, or pretty much like XP material, right? Whenever you send out characters on expeditions, so they're basically like scout missions that help you pick up like extra items, right? In some gacha RPGs. Even those characters are still playable, so that's cool. And they're offering a new co-op event. I think they've already mentioned that, which is the element boxes or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, so those are some of the updates that are coming for Genshin Impact. I think they're good, but it could use more stuff to improve, right? Like the stamina system is a little too slow, in my opinion. When it's recharging, I wish there were like other ways to recharge your stamina, right? Besides just waiting. You know, maybe like if you can do like a perfect dodge, you can like spend less of the stamina or something like that. That'd be kind of neat, or something like I don't know, some sort of gameplay mechanic to like earn back some stamina instantly or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. You know, it incentivizes on, you know, perfecting some things instead of just spamming some whatever. Well, that's just my opinion. Yeah. But I think the biggest problem, it really comes down to the resin or the stamina system, pretty much. That's what it is at the end of the day. But you know, I do like the game for what it is so far. It's a free-to-play game, and the first couple 35 ranks I think are really amazing, right? But once you get past that, you really start to see the problems. It starts to become really apparent of the lack of content, the lack of just a plethora of things to do. Also, you're really limited on grinding opportunities as well. So it's going to take you a really long time to maximize your characters. You know, so.
Yeah.
But right now, what it is, it's fun. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Like how my boyfriend also was like explaining me where he is in the game. He has to dedicate days now. Like one day is for leveling up a character. Next day is gathering material slash make money, and
Right.
then rinse and repeat. I'm like, and you say this is not as tedious as an MMO? The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's another. Well, the days I can get by because because other gacha RPGs do that too, and I'm sort of like desensitized about that, so I'm used to it. The problem is that those things are locked behind resin again. Like the whole problem the whole root of the problem is resin. So
Yep.
yeah, that's why a lot of the videos on YouTube are involving with Genshin Impact complain about the resin. So it's gotta give more resin, you know, for rewards, for just playing the game. Just you should be able to just pick up random fragile resin from treasure, right? Because yeah, you should be rewarded for playing the game. So by playing the game, you can play more of the game. So it also, I guess, could open opportunities to spend money, I guess. I don't know, like if they really like the game, they can like spend money on the gyms or whatever, or the summoning part of things, the actual gacha part of things, right? Yeah.
And that's why I place this everywhere in all the chat rooms that I'm part of, including with the guys.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I put it. Actually, just go into gacha gacha bitch.
Uh-huh. Hold on.
It's like because my boyfriend's like complaining about the drop rates, and I'm like, it's like
Yeah.
you don't know nothing.
This speaks to me quite a bit. While yeah, I am, like I am familiar with gacha games, but at the same time, I'm still complaining about Genshin Impact right now when it comes to the resin, right? So basically, for those who are listening, there's a meme, right, with 3 people. 2 of them are laughing because this guy is complaining about the stuff in Genshin, right? The problem with not just the gacha rates, but just like the system with the resin and stuff, the stamina, right? But meanwhile, Azure Lane, FGO players, it's like nothing to them because they have a bunch of apples, or for FGO players, or with Azure Lane, the way you earn stamina is with oil, right? But you can earn oil just by fucking, farming or having the factory gather oil for you. So that's like the recharge rate, right? But it's the recharge rate is reasonable, and on top of that, they reward you oil just by playing the game. So that's what I'm saying here. You should be rewarded more opportunities for playing the game by playing the game itself. So it's like, yeah.
Nah, that can't happen. That's false.
No, that's too logical on the internet. We can't have that. We can't have logic on here on the.
Put that down.
Put that down. Yeah. Man, I feel for this man. I feel for this hypothetical man here. I feel for this hypothetical man here. I feel for everyone else that's complaining about Genshin. I do want to like the game. I do like it for what it is right now. But once I get to the end myself, it's like, yeah. So I guess the tip here for those who are coming in.
Don't play it.
Well, yeah, just to be safe because it does have gacha, right? But if you are okay with the gacha and if you're really good about your money and stuff like that, take your time. Don't rush through the game. Take your time. Play it how you want. I guess you can look at it that way. If you want to look at it this way, like it is a free to play game and it'll offer you this many hours of story. So you can look at it that way, but a lot of the game is to powering up your character, and you need materials to powering up your character so you can get the most out of your character that you get. So that's a problem there. So if you want to get through the story, seamlessly, or if you want to feel good about being high level and stuff like that, yeah, you need materials and stuff like that, dude. So that's just hours upon hours upon hours of farming that you could do, but they don't let you do enough of, right? So that's how it be.
Yep.
That's how it be. All right, sorry about that. That was my little rant about Genshin Impact with the resin system.
Because we we know the pain. That's why all these people complaining. It's like, so you don't know nothing. You know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit down, shut the hell up,
Mm-hmm.
play the game.
Yeah.
Because again, like you don't need to drop money. Like this, what I'm seeing, like Genshin Impact is not really like money hungry. It's just there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can ignore it until they start dropping like, oh, buy $20 you can buy like this pack that has all of this shit
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to your character level. Like I can see that when it comes to like, oh, now they are really cooking.
Yeah. I don't think you can buy resin with real money, right? So that's, yeah.
Maybe not yet, but
Not yet,
if
but
they're
oh,
if they're listening, holy God, we made a mistake.
yeah. There's gonna be hell, dude. If that's gonna be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for now, luckily it does not. See, that's the good thing about Genshin Impact is that they're not obnoxious about the actual gacha part of things, and the character banners and the raid ups actually work, maybe too well. So sometimes, if you want to roll on this character banner for fun, you're likely gonna get that character on that banner. So it's like, okay, so we better pick and choose carefully.
Yeah, the actual rate up is actual rate up.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike you guys, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Unlike these guys, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, Tepin, Dokkan, Fate Go, F Heroes, Sodariga, Yi, KOF All Star. Where's the other Final Fantasy Brave Exvius? Pokemon Master Sex.
Oh yeah.
Where's my big drop rate? Huh? Where's my RNG? Like these other people, like you and who was it, Michi?
Yeah.
Oh, hey Zawa, how many Hassans did you pull? It's like,
Yeah, FGO, that's a whole problem of its own thing, just because not only the character banners don't work as well as something like Genshin Impact, but they don't offer you pity summons. They don't offer you an incentive to summon this much. It's just because the rate up is kind of fucked up, so you have to put this much money just to get the hero on the banner or whatever, or the servant on the banner, right? And on top of that, there's nothing going towards it, right? So there's no pity summon. There's no pity sort of reward, for reaching that many summons in this row.
or because in the other gacha game I'm playing, it's called Gi.
Uh-huh.
It's a Asian. On each banner, when there's a new banner, on the lower left-hand corner, it tells you if you can't get this character on its specific banner on the first go or so, if you do it 10 more times, you it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
It counts down if I did a 10 pull today and I don't get them, okay, I have 9 more 10 pulls to get to try and get it guaranteed.
Yeah,
So I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It shows like that little light at the end of the tunnel. Like there's some hope.
There's something like that too in the game I play called Arc Knights. The guys played it too for a little bit. I think they dropped off, but whatever. But they also do that too. They reward you for doing this the first 10 summons, right? Not like the whole 10 summon, but like if you want to just like chip it off the first time for 10 summons, they will reward you on the 10 summon with like a 5-star and up or whatever, a guaranteed 5-star and up. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, with games like FGO, man, that it's they're still kind of behind. I mean, at least in any way. I think in JP they actually offer something on like, every 10 summon you get a bonus or something like that, like a bonus summon, right? So there is something there, but you still have to do a whole 10 summon just to get that reward. There's no like chipping off sort of thing like the newer gachas that they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there's a problem there. Yeah, FGO is its own thing. It's fucked up on in its own right. So I guess you can say like every gacha has its own problems, but I think there are some gachas that really do it well. I think Arc Knights right now does it best, like for like the balance of like the game and then the gacha, right? But I could be wrong. I don't know. There could be better gacha games out there that I don't know about, you know, but I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, two of my favorite sort of or top gacha gacha games, they gotta step it up, man. After all these other fucking gacha games doing like better ways of doing the gacha, it's like, yeah, I wish to see FGO take that route somehow. What?
Say that out loud. They're listening.
Oh yeah, I wish.
You're gonna make your RNG more shitty.
Alrighty, I think we've talked long enough for today. It's been 3 hours, so yeah. That's pretty.
Good night.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. This has been the 119th episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, whatever, all that stuff in between. Hit the bell, notify all. That is all. How it's going to be really helpful on YouTube. So yep, really appreciate that, guys. And we'll be back another 2 weeks, as always. So let's see. I think we might be just on the cusp of the PlayStation 5 release when we do it next time.
It's gonna be like the day after it release. So.
Oh, is it really? Okay, so I guess we can wait till. Yeah, I mean, if it is before the release, we'll just wait after the release just to like, you know what I mean. So
get our feet and stuff.
Exactly, get our feet wet with the PlayStation 5 and let you guys know how it is and all that stuff. Just first impressions and all that stuff, whatever. So yeah, so by then, we will see you guys in the next episode. Any last words, Zawa?
I gotta find fucking room for it.
Me too. Me too.
Like how I'm looking at it, like I gotta configure like, or I'll just have to get off my ass in the next couple of weeks that I'm off and just finally buy a wall mount and put my TV on it so I can have like the base area where my TV sits.
Oh yeah.
As my new deck area.
Yeah. I get you. Alrighty. Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
15 inches. But that's seriously how tall that damn thing is. 15 inches. So I'm like, where am I gonna fucking put you?
Yeah, I can't wait to see how big that thing is, dude.
I think it's gonna be as big as my fucking chest. It's like,
Yeah, bro. I think it might be almost as big as my chest, dude. If not is.